Hi, and welcome to Saturday Morning Movie Club. I'm Kara White, as usual, and Adam White is always here.
Hi. I feel my chair keeps getting shorter.
You can make yourself taller.
No, I'll be down here next week.
I need my intro. And our guest, Jeff Lange, who does Set Deck. That's how we know each other.
Yep.
We had Lena on the show a couple weeks ago.
I saw, yeah.
So basically, I always forget to do this every time for people who are new listeners. Basically, our show is just, we like movies. We talk about the movies we watch this week. I pick 3 categories, and then we each pick a movie, and then we discuss it. So, Jeff.
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our experience on Superman.
Okay.
Because Jeff and I worked together on Superman, and we talked a little bit about this with Lena.
Superman 2025, not 78.
That's Superman the movie.
Yeah. True. I've seen it in a theater, so it'd be rather obvious, but whatever.
So you're a big Superman fan.
I am, yes. Big Superman fan my whole life, yeah.
What was it like to get to work on that?
It was incredibly cool, especially, I mean, the kind of nerd that I am, the nitpickiness of, like, the reality of Metropolis is so exciting to me. And just, like, seeing the stuff come into the warehouse, like mailboxes, garbage cans, like the city logo, the map of Metropolis, stuff like that. I got really, really excited about just making Metropolis real.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I remember because one of my things was to put the fake book covers on books, like for a stand that no one ever sees.
But those books.
Yeah, because I remember you coming over and being like, whoa, like these are so cool.
Okay, I mean, nothing was cooler than starting the day in the warehouse a couple times with having a cup of coffee and a Daily Planet mug and reading the Daily Planet to start. Because when those Daily Planets came in, I was like, ooh, have my coffee, I'm going to read the Daily Planet before. And they wrote full articles, and they weren't AI slop either.
That's
There's
awesome.
lore hidden into those articles.
Yeah.
I think if you read a couple columns in, then you can feel the AI shift, right? It's just fill in the rest. But there's like substantial paragraphs of actual copy written for those. What is that job, and how do I get that?
Exactly. I think about that all the time. I'm like, how does
is that somewhere in the art department? Is that somebody?
Sounds like
graphics?
all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy type work. That somebody would have to do.
But graphics?
Yeah, graphics. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I could eat that up though. Like, ooh, I'm writing for the Daily Planet right now
with your mug.
It was it was cool to work on that movie because it was Superman, but I think you made it so much more joyful because you were so excited about it. Like you were so excited. And I love because I think this was a day where we weren't together, but I was walking down the street and they had one of the part of the city details is they had a city sign up with stuff, and it was the Jeff Lange Foundation or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's that's so cool.
Yeah, I think I was right under Vince. I think it was me and Vince both had our name on a placard. Yeah, and having coffee at Jitters every day on our break was really fun.
Oh, my favorite memory of is taking a break there, and they were filming. It's the post-credit sequence of them looking at the.
Oh, you
wall.
Remember seeing that specifically?
Yeah,
huh?
because I was like, why are they?
Why are they staring at the crack?
They had it facing the wall.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is going on? But we were just having tea and coffee and watching this scene happen out the window, and I'm like, I feel like we're at Universal Studios right now. It's so bizarre.
My first glimpse Superman on that was I almost wish I never saw him again.
Yeah.
Because I was having coffee at Jitters, and there was it was post destruction in the street outside, and there's cops and stuff and all the rubble and whatnot, and I kind of look out the window, and he's just it's there's a crowd, and they kind of spread, and then it's just the cape, and he kind of looked over, and it was I saw him in real life. It was I got my glimpse of Soups for a second, and then I did other scenes where I was, again and again saying stuff on there, I was like, okay, I kind of lost the magic a little bit here, but that first glimpse, I was like, there he is.
It was very cool, and one of the conversations we had because in Set Deck, there's a lot of time where we're just doing detail work and basically unpacking and putting stuff on shelves and arranging stuff. So we had a long conversation we always have long conversations about everything, but you were okay, so Superman's your ideal, where you're okay, this is the set I've always wanted to be. So you asked me, what would mine be? And I was because I have a million, but like everything I want to do has already been done. But I was like, doesn't matter. I'd still want to do it because like Tomorrowland, I think is my number one. Like I love the idea of like 50s, 60s idea of the future, and so like doing Tomorrowland, I think, or like any World's Fair.
What if there was like a Jetsons movie?
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm not particularly a Jetsons fan, but like the style,
Some IP sitting right there.
Yeah. I would dig that. I think that would be really cool. Like, I loved the Fantastic Four sets. Like,
yeah, those were really cool.
Cool.
That was one of the cooler parts of that movie for sure.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I was just kind of there. Just kind of laid there.
Like, but Tomorrowland,
Tomorrowland would be cool. Like, that was one of my, like, still love Tomorrowland because it makes me think of, it reminds me very much of, like, those 60s
like the promise of Epcot
Disney movies. Yeah, like where it's like it's not great, but like it's got that like kid out on an adventure. And it is an Epcot movie. I love Epcot. Like I love a World's Fair. Like I think those would be cool. But anyways. So let's talk a little bit about our movie picks.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna go down my list in order so I don't get confused.
Did you hold on?
Yeah.
When you picked these categories, was I in mind when you picked these categories? Because
Yes.
they're okay. I was like, these are very Lange categories, so okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, ooh, good.
I'll sit there and go, let's make Jeff talk about the Waltons or something.
Yeah. So basically, like when I pick categories for people who are going to be on, I try to skew it in there what they like, so it's more fun.
Well done.
I do have the idea, which Fenske's going to build for me at some point. Is a spinny wheel
Category.
So with that more at random, but,
Right.
I would probably load it up with things that would be still flow with the next
Right.
guest. But that's supposed to be like the end of the show for the next guest.
What if it's like one category? Right, you have a wild card category, and that's what you do the spin for.
Oh, that's a good
That's like
idea.
so. One of the
Yeah.
three is always like.
And then
you
one
know,
of the-
you
Okay,
don't
so you
know
pick
what-
the other.
One of the
That's a good
wedges
idea.
is just shit Fensky likes.
I mean, that's a wide swath.
Yeah,
It is a wide swath.
I mean, the Venn diagram between me and them with that is it's almost a circle, you know.
It's not a diagram.
Yeah. It's almost a circle. It's just all in the same ball. So like for everyone, our next two guests are Fensky and Kaya, and we're gonna do specials. So like one is Godzilla. So we've been watching. We were talking about going to Japan. We've been watching a lot of Godzilla movies in our preparation to go
Check
to
out the
Japan.
Toho Cinema. That's a good
Okay.
one. You see
Okay.
Yeah, I saw,
big Goji statue over there.
of course, we're watching lots of YouTube videos. And
Uh-huh.
our algorithm is completely skewed now. So
It's mostly full of Godzilla at this point.
don't forget to look at them here and here and
Yeah.
here. But yeah, the studio is
Yeah.
big on that.
Yeah, you should put it on our list.
I should.
Yeah. See, I'm the only one who's maintaining that. Like, I'm the only organized one in our travel party.
True.
So our first category I picked was cyberpunk.
Yes.
What'd you watch?
I watched Johnny Mnemonic.
Nice. I see your. I forgot about the neon.
Orange cassette, right?
brilliant.
Clear plastic.
It
I
goes
do
through his
remember
head.
that. Yeah, because he has. Wait, mnemonic. He has the computer chip on the back of it.
Yes.
Yeah. What's Johnny Mnemonic about?
Johnny Mnemonic is it's adaptation of a William Gibson short. So I brought
Nice.
the book, which William Gibson's my favorite author.
Okay.
And I think to date it's the only adaptation of any of his work.
Oh, okay.
Film.
Odd, him being such a big name in
Yeah.
He's
science
like
fiction.
the cyberpunk
Yeah.
name.
Right.
He coined the term cyberspace.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they are doing a Neuromancer TV show for something
Oh, okay.
now, and that's his first novel, one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny Mnemonic takes place in that sprawl universe that he created for that too.
Oh, that's so cool.
So Keanu Reeves plays a data courier,
Mm-hmm.
and he stores information in his head and gets it somewhere.
That's right.
I'm really fuzzy on the why of this.
Mm.
I don't.
Right.
It kind of gets lost in that. I'm not sure. I like to maybe think that in this version of the future, the human brain has the largest storage capacity. That's kind of my reasoning for it. Is like.
I think have we blazed past that?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got. What he's
Like a
got.
jump drive?
They say the
Right.
human brain has a capacity for 80 gigabytes of data, and then he uses a duplicator, which is a cool prop, but you only see kind of once and then never comes back.
Yeah.
But it allows him to double it.
It's like an electric shaver or
He's
something.
got like so now he's got like 160 gigs of data.
Sweet.
But
think
then
this
the
podcast
show's
is
bigger
more
than
right, and the package that he ends up carrying though is 320 gigs. weeks.
Whoa.
So
I must be all of Earth.
He's got too much data in his head, and that's dangerous. So now his brain is like leaking, and it's also he dumped all of his long-term memory to make space for his job as a data courier.
It's like my phone.
So he has no memory of. He sold his past basically. He has no memory of his childhood, so that he can store data for that he's currying. And he's got twice or quadruple his brain's capacity in his head, which creates this time limit on him. And he's got like this brain rot setting, and it's going to kill him eventually. It's the Yakuza are involved. It's their data.
Right.
Ice-T and Henry Rollins are in it.
Oh, right. I don't think I've seen that movie.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That's why I was
Are those two in the same scenes?
I don't think they share a scene together.
That'd be good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a 90s movie, so Henry Rollins usually
It's in
pops up as
everything.
a
He's
cameo.
good in it.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
street
great.
doctor.
Yeah.
Like, he's good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me of all that stuff. I'm like, all right. I remember really liking that one. Do you think you would want to see this as a remake? Or made modern?
Tricky question, especially with cyberpunk, because so much of, cyberpunk's a almost as a genre, it's like
It's such a moment.
and it's really wrapped up in the aesthetics more than like the themes or subject matter a lot of the time. Like true cyberpunk kind of just became this facsimile of itself pretty early on, like mid 90s. It's just like do stuff that looks like it and it's cool, right? But Johnny Mnemonic really nails it. Like the sets and the costuming is awesome in it, and the internet of it has those 90s CGI internet, and this goofy Keanu Reeves CGI thing.
Right.
It's navigating the net it's so of a moment.
Right.
Would I like to see it remade? I'm going to say no on this one. I'm going to say that's going to be like the Colin Farrell Total Recall, where it's just like lost it.
Yeah, I agree. I was just curious because like when it comes to stuff like that, like it's a cool movie.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, you can tell it's dated. And I'm like, does it need an update because of the technology?
And then you could easily see that everybody gets the whiteboard out. It's like, this was in the original, but let's make it about AI. Let's make it about data centers or whatever. It's like, are we making the same movie then? Now let's just make this new one.
Right, because now it's just a whole other concept.
Yeah, and William Gibson, in his novels, does such a good job of like getting past his visions in the future. He does like a trilogy at a time, and the trilogies aren't really like rooted in like following the same storyline, but it's like this is the vision I created of the world in this moment. And he tells like kind of 3 stories in that vision of the world, and then moves on to another one, and they update, and they actually kind of get like closer and closer to the present. He's got a great quote where he's like, science fiction, I'm paraphrasing, but like science fiction is irrelevant. Earth is the alien planet now,
Right.
Like it's like the
cool.
present is so much weirder and full of such crazy technology we don't need to envision. So his later novels get really like now and just the weirdness of now, and I actually kind of like those ones more.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we mentioned this before when we were talking to Lena because we were talking about Blade Runner. But we went to the Academy Museum out in LA, and they had a small exhibit on cyberpunk, which was kind of weak. Like we were like it was mostly like movie montage, and then they had like
it's very difficult to do a room of that of all cyberpunk ever.
They had the vid phone from
Blade Runner,
and then they had
this had to be like 90% Blade Runner, right? Like,
they only had that. I mean, like
there's some Matrix, they interactive video mapping.
The original
everywhere.
Tron light suit.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot of movie posters up. Like
I felt they were
Johnny
struggling
Mnemonic.
after you like you say like whatever 4 main ones that in history. Then they're like, we're kind of out. And plus, it's a very strange room. It's like the size of this room, but it's 2.5 stories tall.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult.
The last time we were there, they had it was just the painted backdrop of Mount Rushmore from North by Northwest. And like, that's what shines in that space is something very tall and vertical.
Yeah.
So like, this was kind of just rammed it. Yeah, it was really, because you just walked in and you're like, and that was all that was in there. I think, for that exhibit. But I was like, that's cool.
Strangely, I hadn't considered Tron in this genre at all. And I watched. It was the last episode you were talking about Ares quite a bit, which I could have weighed in on that on a whole different angle. But I do love those movies, and they've been so fresh on my mind with Ares just coming out. And strangely, it didn't cross my mind.
What'd you think of Ares?
I loved it.
All right.
But also fully acknowledging it's like it does. It puts all the work in the right places, I think. Like, I wanted to see a very cool like Windows Media Player visualizer for the new Nine Inch Nails album. And that is what I got, like 100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, taking away that's what that entire enterprise was, super successful.
It's so cool in that way, and I think the characters are really like flat and forgettable.
Especially the lead.
Not
Jared Leto.
I agree.
I can't think of the actress who played the lead.
She's new to me. I haven't seen her.
She's been in a couple of things like that are fairly high profile. This is the first time that she's sort of quote unquote tried to carry a movie, but I think they just didn't write her
right. It wasn't like I didn't have a problem with her. It was like there was just nothing.
Yeah, and I kind of like that about it.
Yeah,
and I kind of like. I think you had mentioned that it sort of just kind of skips over some of the stuff that doesn't make sense about it, but it's like it's just enough to make sense.
Yeah.
It leaves off all the other things to think about, so you can focus on what I showed up to think about.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not worried about these characters. I'm not worried about the themes here.
I just want to see the fun stuff.
like this is cool looking. There's an energy to it. There are some cool sci-fi concepts that just kind of get the wheels turning a little bit. Just enough so that it crackles with some energy, but like don't look too closely. Like
right.
Well, I think as we were watching it, and he's like, "Wait, does she need to get reprinted? But does she die because she's been printed and now she
came through the same machine?" Like,
he's like, "Wouldn't she expire?"
Stop thinking about it. Let's just concentrate.
It's a music video.
Yeah, let's concentrate on the underutilization of Gillian Anderson.
Yeah. Which is kind of just unfortunately.
I see a trailer. I'm like, oh shit, Gillian Anderson's in this.
Yeah, great.
Super excited. That almost offsets the Jared Leto on setness. And then they kind of didn't do anything.
Also, Jared Leto is totally fine in it. Like he was pretty good. Pretty good.
He was great in the movie.
Yeah.
I hope he falls in a manhole for his behavior on set.
Just be nice. Yeah, just be nice to people.
Yeah.
You do not need to do method for Tron.
Yeah, like that was a weird one. I know. To be like,
call me Ares.
Never call me Ares.
I'm not calling you Ares. This is the line for catering.
You're playing a computer program. What?
Yeah.
You're a grown man.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get into movies because I thought I would work with like reasonable and non-eccentric people, So when they come, when they come around, I'm like, this is,
all right, whatever. Yeah, that's your mood. Go nuts. Just be nice to each other.
Yeah,
like
just
that's
be
all
nice to each other.
Yeah. I think like.
So yes, Cyberpunk. Sorry.
Yes. One more thing on Tron, which I know we discussed before, but I thought was really cool was like that their weapons when they swing it, that light beam becomes real.
Solid.
I was like, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So that was a cool concept as well. But I want to go in like 3 different directions right now.
Well, what did you pick for?
That's what I should do next. Yeah. Hackers.
Hackers.
So, I realized, and this is my
It's so old.
That's that's how a copy of Hackers should be.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's 100% what.
Like it was taped under the sofa.
It's been thrown in the garbage can with the gum on it. Or she puts the gum on it and
behind a pole.
The condom dispenser in the bathroom.
Was that what though?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like just a pole or something.
That's why she's in the men's bathroom pulling the file
I thought they're all just
out,
looking at her weird because she was in the men's bathroom.
Well, and then she does the thing and gets a condom out.
Gotcha.
Because 90s.
90s.
But yeah, it does feel like this is what this should be.
Yeah.
This is my cereal box version of this movie. So there's no...
That's not code. She got it out of a cereal box.
They used to have a thing on the back of cereal boxes that you could order movies with point. Like your...
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah. So my mom got this for me. Thanks, Mom. Who's my number one fan of the show. She gets excited. But yeah, so she ordered this for me, and like you put it in, and I'm like, skip through the previews. There's no menu. It is you put it in.
And it's playing.
One file.
You can't fast forward. Just nothing. Just you are watching this.
That is the version of that to have. That is absolutely the version of Hackers to have.
It makes me feel like so like when did that movie come out? 95.
Sure.
And when I was
that's the same as Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, which when you were talking about that, I'm like totally tracks. Everything you're saying has in this as well. That when I was in college, that was you bootleg things for each other.
Sure.
You'd be like, yeah, it feels like a copy my friend would have made me in college. Not that I was in college at that year, but Yes, I know. And Fensky discussed this movie already on his show because he picked Hackers for his Rainy Day movie.
Okay.
Which I was like,
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right. But because you mentioned it, and it was one of my favorites in high school, that I was like, I want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
So mine really, like, when we picked Cyberpunk, is because we would watch Blade Runner and the Neutron, and then I was like, oh, what else should we watch?
Have you done as a category sexual awakening movie?
Well, now we're
Angelina Jolie.
Now we're going to.
Yeah, I can totally.
Not her character. You mean you?
Yeah, a movie like that. When you watch it, you're like,
oh, there's an Angelina Jolie exists, and with like,
what?
she's 20 in the movie, so she's like got the round baby face still.
The hair is like,
but you can still see the don't approach that one in the bar.
It's also got a don't touch thing.
Yeah, when nature says don't touch. I think at the same time on a different thing, I worked with her dad on a miniseries roughly around the same time. That was the very first time when we watched it before recording this. It was the very first time I'd seen that movie.
Oh, I know, because you were like, go ahead and watch it on your own. I'm like, no, you've never seen it.
No,
you must.
I had a couple of, like, halfway through it, and I stand by this. Like, I was watching, like, they're trying. I mean, it was enjoyable. I liked it, but they're trying to be cool so much in making the characters cool that no one's likable. Because they're all like,
it was like 20 minutes in, and he's like, they're trying to
I don't like anybody in this movie. I mean, they're interesting, and I want to see A to B to C, but like nobody I'm hitching my wagon to.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this movie had so much influence on me in high school. Like rollerblading. Like, oh my god, do I need to rollerblade everywhere? And I love that they're just in New York City, and they rollerblade everywhere, and they have that cool like warehouse space with like the ramps in the video games. Do you remember this part of this movie?
No, honestly, it's been a long time since I've seen it. I wish I'd seen it more recently to speak to it.
That totally seems
Does it kind of have like a Ninja Turtles Foot Clan layer vibe to it?
Like it's almost to the point where you're like, is this the same location? Because it's also shot in New York City.
One of my favorite sets of all time.
Oh, it's so good. And you're just like, I just want to be there. It had that, and you're like, that's cool. And like, she's like, Angelina Jolie's playing this like giant wall video game of like some fighter ship, and it's just like, and it's got the cool techno music playing behind it. It's like zooming around.
So now our department plays Mario Kart on the volume when in between setups.
But I like the fashion in it. You're like, okay, so even watching it, being in the Midwest, 1995, pre-internet, for us, like I know it existed, but we did not have it. Like, you watch that movie and you're like, what are people in New York, what are they doing? Because you're just like, what is this fashion?
Is that a tarp?
Like, not just like the main characters, because I'm like, I know they're doing like this like futuristic vibe for their outfits because they're hackers, but like everyone in the school as well, where you're like, this does not, like you watch it and you're like, it does not feel like 90s fashion.
That was also, like, it's not just run-of-the-mill high school. It's supposed to be like some fancy pants.
Right, that's true.
Genius science.
Is it? Or is it supposed to be the public?
Like a magnet school?
It's supposed to be one of those. It's supposed to be, so like everybody in there is awesome at what they do. And
right.
So, yeah.
But I also really love that they would have, like, he's got like a neon pager, because they all have pagers. Mm-hmm. It's like, those are cool. I do like the fashion in it. It's just like, I just always been like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand where that came from in the 90s, but also Midwest Ohio. So like, I was like, we had flannels and Converse, and that was kind of it. But yeah, and it's got the graphics that project, like when every time they look at a computer, it's all projected on their faces. And like the graphics my favorite part is they pull out their laptop, which is like this thick book, and they like pull it open and the screen's like this big, and it's got this like very rudimentary like 90s like 8-bit kind of graphic going, and it's like swirling, and they're all like, ooh.
But then they get into it, then it turns into the weird science graphics.
Yeah. But yeah, for those who haven't seen it, it's like high school kids hack into it's a corporate computer system.
Security systems.
It's like the 15-year-old who's new to the group, and they're like, yeah, you need to hack into a Gibson, which is like the fancy system.
That's exactly why they call it that.
Right, yeah. So like the kid goes in, he's like, I just pulled a garbage file, but it's really like where they've put like computer guy who's in charge of that company.
The big bad.
Is hiding their scam that they're stealing millions of dollars. So they've stolen the garbage file.
Which is the plot line of Office Space.
Which is the plot line of Superman 3.
Yeah.
I said that while I was watching it. Like Superman 3.
Is Superman 3 a cyberpunk movie? The ending of that, where that woman gets like absorbed into the computer.
I feel you
like
asking me this question is going to trick me into having to watch it again.
It is. It's worth it in some ways. It really is worth it.
Say it.
It is insane. But okay.
God bless Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve versus Christopher Reeve when he goes like bad Superman is a great sequence. Watching him be bad Superman, you go like, God, he's just so good.
Can we have $5 million more?
Yeah, and then just the absolute insanity of that movie, and particularly the ending where the computer comes alive and like absorb. It's like terrifying, like techno horror stuff going on.
Yeah. Some producer.
I should have picked Superman 3 for my cyberpunk movie.
But then you'd have to watch it again.
I watched all of them while we were working on Superman.
Oh, nice.
And I went, and that was my first time seeing Quest for Peace.
I was going to ask, including for.
That's the real stinker. That's the real stinker.
Have you seen the Christopher Reeve documentary?
Yes, I watched it on an airplane. Stupid move. I'm always crying on airplanes.
Oh, I know.
Like just next to strangers, just like.
He's upset. He must not like wine.
I've been there too, where it's like that, like stupid, like I can't breathe.
Well, I'm like, there's something
crying.
about like. Maybe you guys know something about this. I don't know. But being in the air, the elevation of it, like, it messes with my emotions in a different way. I almost am at a point where I think, like...
It's not at sea level pressure.
No.
I think, like, all right, the movie theater is the ideal way to watch a movie.
Yeah.
I'm almost going to number 2 is on an airplane, which used to be like that's the worst way to watch a movie.
Right.
Like, it's an airplane movie. It's its own category of movie.
Right,
It's
because
like,
you're watching an IMAX movie on your phone.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's the stupidest way to watch. I am so into it now. I'm like addicted to the weird like mindset, emotional headspace of an airplane, and the selection and interfaces are better than any streaming service.
Yeah,
like,
I would say that's
like
true.
they don't auto play the next thing. Yeah. They don't have this skip intro bullshit.
No, it's like a rack of videos.
Yeah,
it's a better selection that's like curated differently. It's not like the corporate zeitgeist curation of like.
Right.
I prefer just looking at the international flight interface for movies, and I find something new, and I cry next to strangers watching Superman. Is that what it was?
Yeah, Super
slash Man was the name of that documentary.
Yeah, I think so, I was like, yeah, we watched it for when we would teach it
for doc class.
Yeah, when we were teaching our documentary class, we watched it with our students for the first time, and they were like, "It's fine."
That's right. Because they're all like 20. Christopher Reeve's been dead for most of their life.
Sure.
They're like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
But it reminded me of like a lot of like. So I'm just gonna say this, and we'll get back to what we were talking about. But so growing up in the 80s, when he fell off the horse and got paralyzed, and I was really into horses, and I really wanted. I mean, that was like the thing I begged for. I was like, "Can we have a horse?" I'm like, absolutely not. And that was their go-to, was like Christopher Reeve. Look at Christopher Reeves. And I was like, what? It's like one guy.
Yeah, don't get on a boat. Look at Natalie Wood. Shut up.
It's
that was
pretty freak accident.
But yeah, Hackers is it's fun, and it's got the great sequences in it, like where they skate, they rollerblade through Grand Central Station, and they find the bank of payphones, and they all hack into each one, and they're all like, "Boo! Oh, I'm out!" like I got booted, because they're all trying to hack together to
on their laptops that have 11 minutes of battery power.
It's the big fight with the big bad, but it's all done on a computer.
Yeah.
Which kudos to the filmmakers in the cyberpunkness of it, that you can do that plot line where it seems visually interesting and fun.
Yeah, 60%.
The 90s tried so hard to make computers and hacking cinematically interesting.
They're like, it's the big thing.
Yeah.
The net.
So this minorly falls into not life philosophy, but life influence. So again, the rollerblades, the music. This was the first soundtrack I bought on a CD on my own. So I listened to it constantly. And it got my best friend, her dad was a computer programmer, so he had the internet. So we would go over and we'd be like, "How do we do this?" And we would be like, Right,
because at the time, only
we got so
40% of the country had the internet.
We would get on the internet and we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, "Now what?"
Let's try this. Oh, that's a penis.
You'd be like, "Hey, look, you can." It's like, "Here's a chat room." I'm like,
no chat room. No,
anyone you want in the world. Oh, we learned That was also Lai's lesson, where you're like, two teenage girls getting on and be like, hi! Absolutely not. I learned a lot.
It was the Wild West.
Yeah.
But that's going to lead me to our next category, is a movie that has influenced your life philosophy.
Life philosophy. Maybe I misinterpreted the philosophy aspect of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now I have to reevaluate my approach to it. No, I got it. Found my thing. All right, so I went with Police Story, Jackie Chan's Police Story.
Nice.
Excellent choice.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And mostly, so the life philosophy of it, I mean, it's just an incredible action flick.
Yeah.
Like, so incredible that you go like, oh, we never did it over here at all. Like, we've never made an action movie.
How did you find that?
So
initially
I
to watch
how did
it?
you
always
discover
had an interest in like martial arts and
It wasn't out of
stunts.
left field.
It wasn't out of left field, but I mean, I was into this stuff more through Western filmmaking,
Yeah.
right? And I think it was like a YouTube video or something. It was like, I like Jackie Chan from like Rush Hour, which Rush Hour is a great movie, but like,
well, that's what introduced
that
him.
action is just like compared to any of the Hong Kong stuff.
God.
It's just
Yeah.
like snooze through it.
Yeah.
So I'd seen some YouTube video that was like Jackie Chan's like greatest stunts or whatever, and I watched that and I was like, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah.
I have to like find these movies.
Yeah.
And I think the first one I started with was Police Story, and that opened up this whole Hong Kong cinema thing for me
Okay.
that I've been on for years. Where I just
Yeah.
and I keep finding new stuff. I just found new stuff where I'm like, ooh, these Cynthia Rothrock movies are like out of control. Like really cool stuff that I've been thinking.
Cool.
So, I think from a life philosophy perspective, just watching Jackie Chan do what he does is like, it makes me want to end every day a better man than I woke up, right? You know, because I see him just push it to like, it looks impossible. What he does looks impossible. And if you are like, if you've only seen his Hollywood movies and you're like, yeah, Jackie Chan, he's crazy. He does all his own stunts.
Yeah, and you're like,
that's something. But like, watch
Tom Cruise way.
Watch 80s Hong Kong stuff, and you go like, I didn't know human beings could do this. Like, it looks absolutely insane, and that really kind of like opened my mind a little bit to like how I want to like push myself and do better. I also think it expanded my worldview a little bit, where you like, you know, kind of got outside of the American ego.
Other people can do great stuff.
Other people can just like blow us out of the water with great stuff. Like you think action movies are so associated with Hollywood.
Ask Tarantino.
They're just snooze fest from an action perspective.
Right.
It's like, you know, I get lost like the plot and like the character beats in Police Story. I kind of go like, you know,
Nobody's coming at it for that.
I know. It is important though,
Right.
Because there is something about the foreplay of it before you get to like the third act. Yeah, you're just like, whoa, like you got to sit through like some of the goofy and the comedy's good, but like you got to sit through those beats and kind of settle in so that when you ramp up it, you're like, oh my, he's gonna jump off a what? Like,
like American Hollywood movies for action are so much more explosion based in my opinion. Like they're not like, it's not as much. There's a lot of punching and
it's a lot of like
Yeah.
wasting like money on screen. It's like, can we
literally
blow
watch-
up the more expensive car?
Yeah.
Can we
Right,
Michael
yeah.
Mann this, right? And just like
Rather than get like you watch something that like Hard Boiled or something like that. That
Hardboiled's a crazy one.
your brain's like it just keeps escalating the level rather than there just being one orgasmic moment that you just light a bunch of money on fire in the driveway.
Yeah.
And there's money on screen in these movies for sure, but not at the same like decadence
It's
of the
played
Hollywood
out
way,
in way different ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's an art form that guy can set those stunts up the way that they do those things, where you're just like, how do you even think of that?
Yeah.
Like or get your body to do that?
And he directed Police Story, and he's also one of my favorite editors. And I've listened
I didn't know he
to interviews with him on editing, and I've like learned a lot about editing from Jackie Chan interviews. And you know, he really just tears apart Western action editing. And he's like, they always cut like on the impact, right? It's like here's camera, and then. Right on the impact. They're hiding it. He's like, even if you're doing that, you want to like rewind a little bit before the impact on that second cut, and your brain can't tell that you're showing it again. But he's also like, you know, they do wide, long takes constantly, where you see all the movement and all the speed and all the impact.
Right, and you see something like Atomic Blonde, and it gets celebrated for continuous flow of action choreography, which it does.
The stairwell sequence is really, really good.
But you're also sit down a second. Let me show you a couple of things.
It's not like they started that.
No.
But
and
they did a good job.
Tired of this, like, the trending culture of, like, the oner that we're obsessed with right now.
Everybody wants us to watch Adolescence because of the onerness of it.
And that's all they ever say. It's not that it's a good show, but that it has
I haven't even heard about this one.
Yeah.
But,
like, what's it about?
yeah, I think it's like a really easy thing to latch onto for like cinematic neophytes. Not to get like elitist about it, but it's just like it's an easy like point of purchase to go like, I recognize that this is difficult,
right.
And so it's now I see it start. I can tell right when it starts. I go like, oh, we're in for a long. Just the way, just like the steady cam over the shoulder before it's gonna wrap. Or I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
We're in for a oner. You put it all in here. It might be cool. It might be really cool. I love a lot of them, but now you've completely pulled me out of the movie.
That's not a movie.
Because now I'm sitting and watching.
And waiting for the cut. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of just like this like hidden secret long takes. Like Spielberg, a master of just like, wow, like you really started here and then got into the close up.
It can be a lock off. It can also not be on the dolly. And you just see it's like they come here and it's just having a good creative mind on how to do blocking within a scene.
Exactly.
You can get wides, mediums, tights on all of the emotional basis without this insane centering on long tracking shots and handing off gimbals onto cranes, and then it goes onto a drone. It's like, great, because I've noticed it all, and now that's poor filmmaking.
It's cool and it can be impressive, but it's just like the game of one-upmanship with it. It's like
Who's this for?
I'm over it.
If it serves the story and like what's happening, like it's cool.
Yeah.
When it's just to do it.
I mean, I'm saying this, and then I'm going to watch a movie tomorrow that has a good one, and I'm going to be like, oh shit.
But there can be good ones. Like the tracking shot in Goodfellas is wonderful, but it serves.
It's doing the.
It is all about Lorraine's introduction into the mob world, and like, what did I get myself into? And it is not about let's do it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, it's her introduction, and by her introduction, by proxy, it's the audience's introduction.
Yeah.
So it's like
this is what it means to be a mob guy going out.
A mob, or the mob. Like she's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like it ends with her being like, what?
Go win the operating award of the year on some other way.
Right.
Yeah.
I say that being a camera operator.
I know you being a steady cam operator. Like
yeah. So we like it long.
Well, then how many new directors or have you worked with who have like this idea, I want to do a oner. They have no idea why they want to do it, what it's going to take. They're just like, I think we should do a really cool oner here. Your problem now.
Yeah.
Right.
And
make us the movie. It's like, cool, can I have your salary for the day?
Right.
Yeah. Well, our one of our former interns, when she was in school, like, the people she went with were obsessed with it. She's like, we're doing this short, and they just want to do one, and she's like, no one understands what it means.
Does this mean you don't know how to edit? Is that what this is code for?
Kind of.
Yeah, that definitely is. A Jackie Chan fight scene, there's so many just like quick ones in there, and quick oners, or just like secret oners.
Right.
You go like, it's just like a flurry back and forth, and then somehow like a kick found its way in there, and you're just like,
because it mattered to stay with him on that. We don't want to cut away. Let's be with him, and then he gets the surprise of getting a kick at that point.
And sometimes it's not for any artistic reason other than just like show the clarity of the moment.
Right.
Because the action clarity is so important.
Serves the scene.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the clarity of it and the intensity and that he did all this.
And we can't turn around because we don't have that guy anymore. Right. More logistics. Somebody parked the bus
happens.
that way. No.
That's very cool. I haven't seen a Jackie Chan movie in a long time.
It's been a
bit.
bit.
I have to.
It's been a bit.
Revisit that.
If you need a list, I'll give you some of the real good ones.
It's so ingrained within the culture. Like you watch like Ocean's 11, and like there's a character that is based on Jackie Chan to help celebrate that type of filmmaking style.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite things about doing the show is having everybody on and being like, they're like, oh, that's cool. Like I want to check that out.
Yeah.
Like that's why I watch Hackers again.
We all nerd out about different pieces of it,
and you're like,
right?
I should see that. So for our life philosophy movie, or I should say mine, I picked Fight Club. There's a lot in that, so like...
It's been a while since we had watched it
I've sat down
uncut. not thrown on TNT.
Yeah.
This came out when I was 1999, so I was in college, and
There's a theme here with your selections.
I've been going back in time. Like, going back to a happier place. But it came out like around one of my best friend's birthdays. So we all of our friends took our friend Bob to go see Fight Club. And we were watching it. And like at the time he was an insomniac. So like everything in that movie.
You do the slow turn down the aisle.
That's totally, all of us were like, what the hell? Because he's like, before, like, he was going through this phase where he wasn't sleeping, and he's like, all I can do is speak and talk and or write in haiku. And we're like, okay, and that happened on screen, and we were like,
are you a terrorist?
Like, we're like, how did you know? It was
Whoa,
incredibly bizarre, because it was like, it felt very much like they tapped into his brain.
I think you need to sue Fincher.
Yeah. Well, it's based off of the book by Chuck Palahniuk, which is also very good. It's pretty close to the book. The ending is different in the book, which I like much better than what they do in this one.
You like the ending of the book better?
Yeah.
I put Fight Club. There's another great category for you.
Okay.
Movies you like better than the book. Because everyone's always like, the book's better. I like Fight Club better than the book. But just like...
The book's very
also
similar.
in that category, Jurassic Park, better than the book.
Yeah, that's true. I would say that too.
Too unwieldy.
Yeah. Well, but then they with the Jurassic Park sequels, they just keep taking stuff from the book that they
couldn't do,
and then they put them in the sequels.
Right.
Which are like, whatever. I mean, they're cool, but I feel like the book reads a lot like. I mean, it's been
a long time since I've read the book, and a long time
since
I've seen the movie.
Love the end of the book where he's in an insane asylum, and the doctor's talking to him, and he's like, "You just can't teach God anything," and that's the end of the book. Because it's just like you're like, this guy has just devolved so far.
He never settles into a spot.
He doesn't come back out of it. He is just out of his mind. But so like that being said, like it became like, so The Matrix also came out at that same time.
Yep, same year. Yeah.
So we were obsessed with that movie, and we were obsessed with Fight Club, and like all of our artwork, like because everybody was an art student or a film student, so like everything was.
It was the last great epoch of auteurs.
Yeah.
Was at that
so
time.
we were all like, doing our own stuff, like emulating it, and like my friend, because like Photoshop was new, so like my friend put all of our faces on the Matrix characters for the poster, which still exists somewhere. But yeah, so like it's just always like resonated with me. But I think the life philosophy part of it that I've always hooked to is that it's like Martha Stewart's polishing the brass on the Titanic, but it's all going down. So it's like, you're not your job, you're not your khakis, you're not. It's like that.
My stuff owns me.
Yes. Which I sat when we were watching it and retyped a lot of them. Because I was like, oh, remember this. Or this is your life and it's any 1 minute at a time. I think about that a lot. Mostly when like we're not progressing forward. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm set. I think about that a lot too.
Yeah.
When we're not doing anything, I'm like, this is your life and it's any 1 minute at a time.
Yeah.
Working on movies.
Because you're waiting on something.
Well,
it's not that, like, you're not doing something exciting. You're just sitting there, like, going,
"There's worse
Is
jobs.
the paint dry yet?" Because I've literally sat around waiting for paint dry.
I filmed the paint drying.
Yes, exactly. But it's all, like, it's just, I mean, most of the stuff, like, all the quotes that I was writing down, I was
Would you like some glasses, 90s guy?
Yeah. Oh, I did wear my, like, my themed sweatshirt, because I feel like it's something Tyler Durden would wear. I try to theme her out. Like, if we're talking about a movie and I have a shirt for it, I'll wear it. But, like, this is the best I could do.
Short nose.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's, like, basically, like, working jobs you hate to buy shit you don't need.
Yeah. And what's next?
Yeah.
You get married.
Yeah.
Then what, Dad?
Yeah. I can't get married. I'm a 30-year-old boy.
Yeah.
That's another one I like to say a lot, even though it doesn't apply to me. But, yeah, it's just that, like, it's dissecting, like, what we, like, his character, the narrator's character, who they never say his name, which I love. That's a bit like every support group he goes to, he just puts a different name on.
Yeah.
But, like, he's just, like, has this perfect life that he's built, and then he's like, oh boy, like, this does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like, and then just devolves into madness.
That's it until you die.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like this scathing critique of like hypermasculinity in a lot of ways, you know, and I think some of that gets lost in a lot of its fans. I
think a lot of people don't get a lot of lessons were taken the wrong way.
Yes,
they watched
Tyler Durden is one of those like, cautionary protagonists. That's
an aspiration. Like, hang on a second.
Yeah,
I think you need to watch this.
Like you have a Scarface poster in your basement, don't you? Like,
well, because
you think "Fight for Your Right to Party" is an anthem,
right? Yes, and that's like because Lena was like, yeah, but unfortunately, like you know, what'd she call them? Like the not frat boys, but something else was like hijacked Fight Club, and I'm like, no.
I mean, in a lot of ways, because they did that. I just brought up the Beastie Boys. They did the same thing, where the Beastie Boys was all a farce critique, and this is the same way that people latch onto that.
But like, man, as a young man watching Fight Club, though, it was like.
But you knew, like there is the rage that generally everybody has every second of the day now, and even back then. But you also, at some unconscious level, know that there is a whole bunch of more things being said here, and not just something to pump iron while you listen to the soundtrack.
I'd love to rewatch it. It has been a long time since I've seen it. Fincher's. Is he one of my favorite directors? Like,
I'd go back and forth on that.
It depends. It depends on the piece. As something that'll suck me in. If TNT shows Alien 3, which I know he has completely disowned that, but like it still has a bunch of his DNA there. It's like this is a watchable scene. Like there's watchable shit all throughout his career, but some of them gel better than the others.
I think I've seen I think he's one of the few I've made a point of seeing every one of his movies. Like I wouldn't miss a Fincher movie.
Yeah. No, I was like upset. Like at that period in time, like any Fincher movie, I was like.
Actually, thought about Fincher. Well, I was watching Police Story, so I'm going to tie Jackie Chan and David Fincher together here. Okay, so I've heard and I believe that Fincher only uses real cigarettes in scenes because he likes the way the smoke hangs different, and which is like good, like
that's on point.
Good luck. I mean, because he's also the guy who does 60 takes for everything, right? So these actors who have to smoke.
Don't have that guy direct Peaky Blinders.
Real cigarette. I mean, Mindhunter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Which I read that book in high school. Yeah. That was, it's very, because it's based off of the show isn't, like, it's based off of those people, but, like, has nothing to do with the actual book, because the book is written by the FBI agent who created
right. Profiling.
Yes.
It's very interesting. Side note, very interesting. Mindhunter.
So he's, I've heard he's particular about the smoke, right? So he has this because it hangs differently in the air, and he's obsessive about it. I've heard, and I don't know the truth behind this, but Police Story in its climax is like has so much broken glass, like crazy amounts of broken glass. And I've heard that Jackie Chan was very particular about the way the glass, like how candy glass breaks, doesn't look like real glass.
Looks like pebbles.
It does,
and so I've heard I would love to get to the bottom of this, but I've heard one that's like the most mythologized versions that they just use real glass for everything. I'm like, I don't know about that, but maybe there was like really a different, like he worked on a different concoction of candy glass, because it is you can tell watching the movie. It breaks in these bigger glass. Chunks, like huge shards. One of the famous scenes is like the glass is in the foreground. It's just Jackie's head smashed through it, and then they linger a little bit afterwards. It's just like, whoa. and like big triangles.
To his bit of editing it correctly and not just edit it to protect the actor.
Right.
Just show it. Like, it's a close up. His head goes through it. You get the reaction afterwards, and the big like sharp tooth triangles hang in there. You're like, it looks different. They break so much of it in the end.
Yes.
Yeah, that was we were watching Blade Runner.
She runs through. It's such a great scene.
Yeah.
And whatever the 9 iterations that we watched. I think we had
You watched the European cut, of course. That's your favorite.
Because I'm watching it. And I'm like,
what cut is this? And I'm like, I don't know.
I'm waiting for her to run, and it's clearly like the stunt person with a terrible wig, but it's not in what we're watching. I'm like, wait a minute, because they digitally retouched it, so it
is that the final cut?
I don't.
That would have to be the final.
I don't know. He's not dead yet, so I'm presuming there is another one to come.
But that was was called the final. But it was the theatrical cut, the director's cut. European cut.
Because even the police cruisers, when they lift off, like you can see a cable once in a while, and that's all been scrubbed out.
Because we, as everyone knows, we had the case for Blade Runner, but no DVD in it. I opened it, I was like, oh.
Somebody out there has my copy of Blade Runner.
So when we watched it, we just found it online somewhere and clicked on it, so I don't know what version it was.
I remember when I was living in Chicago when the final cut came out, and I got to see it in a theater in Chicago, like when it released.
Oh, I bet that was cool. Yeah. There's certain movies like where you've seen like a million times on TV, and then you get to go see a screening of it, and you're like, this is a completely different movie. And I've had it memorized, and it's a completely different experience.
It happened to me when I watched Alien.
Hey, I'm going to match your mention of Alien with a Quentin Tarantino influence reference.
Okay, very good.
I don't know why, but I'm getting really good at picking out where Quentin Tarantino's been stealing his shit from. I don't know if it's just coincidence that we keep watching stuff, but Fight Club, where Brad Pitt is in his white dinner jacket, leaning over a police commissioner, and like they're gonna castrate him.
Yeah,
it's the same shot that Tarantino uses in *Inglourious Basterds* of Brad Pitt in a white dinner jacket leaning over the guy in the bathroom, threatening him.
I hope that was like all the storyboards on set are like just drawn ones, and then there's just a pull from that scene. Like we're doing this shot today, boys.
Okay, yeah, same actor, same outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
Same mood, same. It's almost the same scene.
Yeah.
He's threatening somebody.
Now we're just in the woods.
He's threatening a Nazi they've tied to the floor or tied up on the floor.
Which is good policy.
So 1 point for each of us for an Alien mention and a Quentin Tarantino. Which you'd think like you'd be like, oh wow, she really likes him, and I'm like, I like his movies, but like I'm not obsessed.
No.
It's just my brain is clicking into these influences.
No. Yeah.
But my other connection to what we were talking about for Tron Ares, because Jared Leto is also in.
Yes, he is. Right. Yes, he is.
It's one of my other favorite parts of the movie, which I've always loved the part where this is going to sound terrible, where he beats Jared Leto up so much, and he's like, I wanted to destroy something beautiful. This time watching it, I'm like, oh shit, this is really fucked up. I don't know why I like that so much. Because he's like, beats all the teeth out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not a nice thing. But the sentiment still stands that he's just like, I wanted to destroy something beautiful. But I don't think I've ever realized why he did it.
Because he's jealous of him being with him.
He's jealous that Tyler Durden likes Jared Leto and is trusting him with stuff, but also narrator is Tyler Durden. So I feel like you're jealous of yourself. Sorry for anybody who hasn't seen it. Spoiler alert.
But, watch something.
I think there's
a little more timely.
It's been, 17 years? No, more?
27.
Put a decade on that.
27 years?
No.
99, yeah. It's 2026.
Let's go to a commercial.
Okay. I don't like putting things into perspective.
Yep.
When was I in college? Holy shit. All right. So anyways, any other notes on Fight Club?
No, I think you wrapped it up right there.
All right. Okay, so my other category, there's no segue, just next category. Movie with puppetry.
Movie with puppetry. Yeah. So I had to pick one that I worked on for this.
Okay.
And it is my favorite job that I've ever done in my life. And it was Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know you worked on that.
I did work on that. I was the prop master on that.
Nice.
And
it's in my queue to watch.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
on
know. Every
YouTube,
word you said, I don't know.
Yeah.
I am interested in watching this.
So it's our friend Teresa Strebler was the production designer on it, and she called me to be her prop master on it. And I kind of, it shot in Western Massachusetts in the Berkshires there, and I'd done one job over there before. And I kind of got the script for it like pretty far in advance, actually, which was like opportunity I should have jumped on. But instead I went like, what's this going to
like the rest of them.
I was like, I'll get around. They're not paying me yet. I'll look at it when it's time to look at it. And then I started reading it, and I was like, oh my God, I know this character. Because it's basically like an internet meme character. So Andrew Bowser is the writer, director, star, and he created this character Onyx that he got like some viral internet fame from. This comedy character. He's like a very particular character, but has like a lot of like poorly socialized nerd aspects to him.
Okay.
I'll put it that
Yeah.
way. And he got viral for inserting himself into like local news interviews. So he take like a local news interview of like somebody like drove into the Arby's or whatever.
Yeah.
And he takes that footage and then he cuts to like him as his character getting interviewed, and it really feels natural, like he's this random guy that was a part of this interview, and he's got all these like strange mannerisms. He keeps throwing in this like I don't know I don't know every time in the interview, and so like there's a couple videos that he did of that where he kind of blew up from that, and I was reading this like, why does this stuff sound familiar? I remember like dying of laughter watching these videos, and so I kind of wish I had gotten on board with it earlier, but big throwback 80s aesthetics to it, mentality. It kind of goes back to like it's all practical puppetry in it.
Nice.
Harkens back to like trying to think of like, for me it felt a lot like I'm forgetting it. Monster Squad. It had a lot of Monster Squad energy. But other things of that ilk, and just like,
I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, a lot of my sensibilities, a lot of my like references that I was really keyed into, and I didn't realize it was going to be so like up my alley.
Yeah,
and man, I had such a blast working on this movie.
Awesome.
It was unbelievable. It was my first time as a prop master getting like a hero sword.
Nice.
And that's where I said, like, maybe I don't think it's a real movie unless there's a sword in it. You know, it just sort of feels like things sort of come together on that.
We need to talk about my movie that I wrote.
Yeah. You need.
There's like all of these things. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah.
There's puppetry. There's sword. It's coming soon. I swear.
Well,
it's gonna happen.
You need a prop master.
Yeah.
One bag of money, everyone.
You're in.
Yeah. But yeah, the puppetry of it, all done by Creature Kid is his handle, and they're out of Colorado, I think, and they came in with just these unbelievable creature effects. We had like a lot of different puppets.
Yeah.
They were kind of some of them were real like Garbage Pail Kids inspired, like just some gross looking, like real.
I love a gross puppet.
Yeah.
Except for the Meet the Feebles with
I still
Peter
haven't,
Jackson's
still
like,
haven't brought myself to watch
See?
that one.
I think that's a consensus with everybody.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it's too much.
I've heard too much.
Yeah.
And I never worked with puppets before, so I was so stoked on that.
Yeah.
But it slows things down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
You move at a different pace, but then you're like propping up puppets. It's cool. One of my dream stars to work with of all time is Kermit the Frog. I would like die to meet Kermit the Frog. So that was and a lot of the people with Creature Kid were Henson alum and stuff.
You're right.
Well,
yeah.
that's
some
pretty
crossover
cool.
there, and it was really cool.
It was kind of because we in working on Buddy, like some of the people involved in that, not as much with the Muppets, but they're involved with Sesame Street.
Yeah,
so they're coming from Children's Television
That's
Workshop
cool.
and coming and having it.
Yeah.
Like I can't even approach people at lunch like that. That's a cool job because it's so grossly understating what Children's Television Workshop means because it raised almost all of us.
Yeah.
It's like you're part of a legacy, like who invented milk. Like it's such a
Right. Yeah. You've experienced like the inside of our brains. Or something. Like
I don't know how to react.
Yeah, it's like
Can I have some bread?
Yeah. Hi. Hey, remember when we met the person who did?
Oh God, we really. I embarrassed myself greatly. So
both of us. We were at a space. So like
it was a museum
museum conference thing where we were promoting the Rise Above Lost movie that we made. So we were like pitching to like make more museum films.
So there's a whole bunch of different museum people there. So there's a museum.
A lot of space. It
was the ISS
really
museum. Okay. The space station
smart
museum.
people in the room.
So there's like some woman came up like, oh, what do you guys do? And I was looking at it.
Like we're having breakfast.
She's like, oh yeah, I used to work in the film industry. And she goes, I was in charge of miniature pyrotechnics at ILM.
We're like, what?
Really? What'd you work on? She's like Star Trek Generations. Like, you crashed the Enterprise. Then she said, I also worked on Galaxy Quest.
Ooh,
That's when we were like, what?
Yeah.
And I think she
went like this.
She took a step back from the table.
She was
like, oh no. Oh no.
That's so cool. I love Galaxy Quest.
It's far better than it has any like right to be.
No.
It's like it exceeds expectations beyond like.
And like it's not mean.
No, it's not.
Because you hear the stories of like Jonathan Frakes is like telling Patrick Stewart, "You got to go see this movie," and he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Trust me." And they go and see it, and they're like, "This is really good."
It's such a good love letter to it, but making it fun. Like they're not making fun of it, but they're like, it's making you laugh.
And
so
it went through so many iterations. We're talking about this now of trying to get created. Like, and people were going like, "Is this Spaceballs? Like, what is the movie?" And then they brought in the final director who ended up doing it, and he's like, "We are just like the script's a script, and we are just going to try and make the best episode of Star Trek ever." And that's where I think it holds, because it's like got this subversive, making fun of this, making fun of Shatner and all that, but at the end of the day, that it is just trying to be a solid Star Trek movie, and I think that's why it still holds up.
Yeah. I heard that there's an R-rated cut that exists that they played with.
And you can see Sigourney dropping F-bombs on screen.
Right,
and they just ADR'd her because they had to
that's not what she's saying.
hold it back. Because people didn't, you
didn't know what it was.
You don't do Galaxy Quest until Galaxy Quest has happened. The studios are so dumb they can't find their socks in the morning.
Yeah,
so they
just
go,
let the artists do the thing.
Yeah, just trust them, which of course they never ever will trust them. And they just didn't know a serious sci-fi movie could actually be funny and make money until it actually was made, which is beyond chicken and the eggness.
Yeah. Yeah, but you just spent, was that the summer that they did Buddy, or last summer? That was
this
summer.
Yeah, this past summer. And it was... that's another one. It's like you spend the money and trust, make it super R, don't mess with it. And by all accounts, I haven't seen it, but by all accounts that they trusted it and it's getting good reviews and people liked it at Sundance and all that. So
like it's got to go too far.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
No, my second puppet movie. I fought to be on that one because I was out of town on Prison Break when Buddy started, and I was bugging Teresa. I was like, "I'll be done. I'll be available. Like, get me on there.
Please,
get me in there."
Yeah. I mean, like, from what I saw of it, it was cool. I was not on it. Yeah. I've seen the set since after, because it's still, this house still stands.
Oh, yeah.
There's great stuff over it. Or like, whoa.
Yeah. Good, solid production design, good, solid. And again, is like sort of on a lot of some of the things we've been talking about, that, which is a larger conversation of, is there beyond being successful, beyond hanging your hat on nostalgia?
Right.
Because that's what you're mining with Buddy is like, oh, it's Barney, but it's fucked up, as the elevator pitch.
Right. But do you remember? So my brain always goes to Death to Smoochie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. When that was, they started talking about it, I'm like, oh, like that, and then I'm like, oh, it's different.
Right, but then Death to Smoochie is like so within the moment of those shows being coming at that. Right. The Teletubbies are all at the same time, so it's like you don't have this fog of time that you're able to sort of frame this when it comes out going, oh yeah, that would be cool if like Barney would have come out with a chainsaw.
Right. Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
But tie into Ed Norton.
Yeah.
With Death to Smoochie and Fight Club. I feel like every time we do these, like whatever pops up, like there's a ton of connections. Where you're like, in that?
Full circle. There are only 8 people in the film industry.
Not really. I specifically picked this category for you, Jeff.
Okay.
Because this summer at your party, we were discussing my pick, which I was a little nervous that you
I almost picked it.
Ninja Turtle. I'm sorry, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I will remain quiet for the remainder of the show.
You've seen it, though, because I watch it all the time.
It's a great puppet film, but yes.
Yeah. Yes, because I was like, does it count? And Adam's like, it absolutely counts.
Splinter.
Yeah, Splinter's puppet. Yep. But, so... I picked movies that I have a lot of backstory and like these are movies that have connected with me in some way. So I always loved Ninja Turtles when I was a kid, and that movie came out, and my grandpa, who was like the most awesome person in the world, I would go over there after school, and he would randomly, because he's someone who got me into Nintendo and video games. If you liked something, you could go after school, and he would just be like, and, like, he just, like, came out with the VHS of this, and he's like, and I was like, I watched it every day after school for, like, at least 3 months. Yeah. I would put it in my bag. I wouldn't leave, because he's like, just leave it here, you'll watch it tomorrow. And I was like, no.
It might get lost.
It would go in my backpack, and it carried with me for 3 months at school, because I would watch it again when I would get home. And then, like, after I would watch it twice a day. So
that was very similar. That was one of like the 5 VHS tapes in my rotation as a child. It was like that. Batman, Return of the Jedi, which was ripped off from a TV airing of it, I think. And
solid.
Spaceballs, because my dad is such a Mel fan, so I always had that one. And then like Little Mermaid, and it was like those 5, which just as a kid were like constant. And boy, not a lot has changed really.
Yeah, you progressed in different genres now.
I still have that VHS. I should have dug it out. Like, I refuse to get rid of it. It's somewhere in my stuff.
We still have Star Wars VHSs. I don't think
I still have those.
But I have the original. This copy comes from Mike Wendt, from the reason this show exists.
Okay.
Our Lord and Savior Mike Wendt.
When he was getting rid of all his DVDs.
Okay.
Like, because he did a video online and he held up Ninja Turtles. I'm like, can I have Ninja Turtles?
Dibs.
I think he gave me 2 as well.
So this is one I almost brought it up earlier. Yeah. We were talking about seeing movies in theaters that like you've seen a million times. So I saw this last year for the 35th anniversary.
Ooh, I wanted to go see that and we missed it.
It was great. It was so good. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
Not just as a child. It was also a major influence for my movie. We did like a sketch comedy. Public Access 3000 was a sketch comedy movie, and I listened to John DePrez's Shredder Suite is the one song. So good. Listened to it every morning before we went and shot. That was how I got myself hyped up.
It's playing in my head. It's like, I know.
And the colors of it were a major influence. When we were doing the color grade, I was like, I kind of wanted to get that Ninja Turtles look. It's like, the colors are really interesting in it. There's like a dampness to it throughout. And just like, it's not like...
It's very gritty. It's
not real primary pop. It's not like Dick Tracy, right? It's like it's a different look. It's hard to describe. But I did bring it up earlier when I said it was one of my favorite sets.
When you were like, I was like, he's beating me to it because I was like, I was like, because the second it shows up in Hackers, I'm like, it's the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I say it, then I'll ruin the surprise.
I am. It was sitting there right in front of me, and I was still surprised by it. Almost chose it. Yeah, I reference it honestly constantly for so many different ways, and it's
Yeah, and it was a big. So like. I also saw it in the theater when it came out. I think my brother took me to see it, like, begrudgingly. Like, I don't know how I managed to get... Because he's 8 years older than I am, and he was like...
Not his mode.
I'm like, Ninja Turtles, please! But, what was I going to say? I forget. I can't remember now. The other thing was... So, like, Hackers was the first CD that I ever bought. Soundtrack. Also... First CD, but soundtrack. I think I only owned soundtracks.
Yeah.
When that came out, I was probably like 10, 11. And so do you remember Quonset Hut in Canton?
No.
Okay. Do you remember Quonset Hut in Canton?
I do. I heard of it.
Okay. So like it was like a CD. Yeah. Like we lived a half an hour south of there, and like we did not have a place you could go purchase this stuff. So like we drove to Canton. And it was a big deal trip. Like, we all got in the car. There's 6 of us. So we all went up because we just bought, like, that big tower CD player with speakers. And we're like, we need CDs. So we all got to go up, and everybody got to pick out a CD. I picked out the Ninja Turtles soundtrack.
Oh, it's so good.
And my siblings were like...
The fight of 4 siblings.
No! And I'm like, I still have it, and it's still awesome.
Well, what's on the soundtrack? Is it...
It has some of the score, but it also has, like...
9.95...
9.95.
It's a good song.
It has Turtle Power.
Yeah.
I have to.
But the actual score is like really incredible, and the soundtrack,
the songs
got some bangers as well.
Because you were like when that song comes on and or this is how we do it.
Right. Yes. That's when we're in the Foot Clan lair, right? Yeah. Now that's the real movie that is far better than it has any right to be. But also another Galaxy Quest song, Sam Rockwell. We got Sam Rockwell in one of those movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's got pretty good action in it. Like the choreography is pretty good. And what they do in those suits is insane. There is a sort of longer take in one of the fight scenes. It's a little bit overhead, and I think it's one of the turtles. I think it's Donatello. It's got a bit of an exchange with the foot, and there's like a puddle, and he like rolls into it, and then the slicks on his back for the rest of the shot, and it's just like it's really cool looking. It's just all kind of in sequence there.
It's so well. I mean, like this is gonna sound really silly. It's really well done.
It's really well done.
Yeah, it's still funny to me. Like,
it's hilarious.
It's just my humor. Like, I love, like, as you're watching it, and I was like, when he's there, he's like, oh, a feller chucker, hey.
Yeah,
and he, like, do their little back and forth, and then he just spins it on his finger, and they're
Keep
like,
practicing.
like, I love that they love like the pizza bit.
Of course.
Like, and it's been a while since I watched it, and and my teacher, Oroku Saki, and I was like in my brain, like repeating it in my head. I'm like, why do I remember this?
Yep.
Things you shouldn't remember. I just love it. Donatello is my favorite Ninja Turtle.
That's Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite turtle?
So
not necessarily the movie, but like in general.
In general, and I also think this could be like another version of like, what's your sign? Is like, who's your Ninja Turtle?
Yeah. So, well, I think that's like our generation's version of like, because now like people are like, what's your house from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Who's your starter Pokemon?
Right.
Donatello's mine as well.
Yeah.
But as I've matured, I identify a little bit more with the Leonardo.
Interesting.
Yeah, I tend to go for leader characters a lot.
Yeah.
And that's but Donatello is always my favorite.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. So like my best friend growing up, she loved Leonardo, and my response would be like, "Of course you do," because she's very leader, nerdy, like very like logical, and I was like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Like that would be your favorite
I'm a Picard guy,
Yeah.
Captain America. Yeah. These are my characters a lot.
I have much more respect for Leonardo now as a grown up, because he is being like, he's trying to like focus
the burdens of it, where you kind of have to be the stick in the mud to sort of.
The more you have tried to get stuff done in leadership
exactly.
roles, you can understand like, would everyone just do what I say, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He takes the leadership of the burden with a group of goofballs.
Which was my role a lot of times in this sketch comedy troupe and trying to do a lot of our videos. I was sort of, it was never de facto, but like there was a lot of times where it was like, okay, that's why I really started gravitating towards some of the leader figures of my fiction.
Right. So you mentioned the movie you made, Public Access 3000.
Yes.
Is there a way people can watch it?
It's been in limbo for a while now, and it needs to get addressed.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to do like a deal with it, or like at least like a Blu-ray release or something. It was on YouTube for a while, and currently it's taken down. So there's all sorts of evidence of it, behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
So Aldous Mustache at YouTube, you can see a lot of the stuff there.
We came to that screening, and I really liked it.
Oh,
that was really fun.
So in the like preamble before we really started the show, the like countdown song we played was Shredder's Suite from Ninja Turtles. Because we started every day, it was like kind of our huddle was like, get ready, here we go. And there's even a little musical reference to it at one point. There's a ding 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 callback.
It's got a very like that score of hit.
I could gush on it forever.
No, it's very like it's kind of akin to like the Darth Vader.
Yes. Yeah.
It's got that same kind of vibe.
Man. Okay, so it floated for 2 categories. Could have been puppet movie or life. Because I thought it was change your life, but whatever.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I think that's synonymous.
Yeah. But Empire Strikes Back. Right.
Yeah.
Which is also like my rainy day movie. That's like a million.
It falls in a lot of categories for us as well.
Great puppet movie. One of the best puppet performances of all time. I don't know how old I was when I learned the Imperial March isn't in A New Hope, and it shows up in Empire Strikes Back.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I like yelled at the guy who told me that. I was like, you're an idiot. You're wrong. I was like, hold on a second.
The Empire was like ba-da-ba-ba, like that like is 4 notes before that when it's like, meanwhile back at the Death Star. But yeah, in Empire, like everybody's like, oh, this is actually going to go past 1 movie. We should actually dial
this in a little bit here. Yeah, get some things. I mean,
And it's very generational, something like that. Like
it's a Mandela effect of sorts.
There's an entire generation of people that's like Duel of Fates is the best Star Wars music that was ever written. For episode 3, episode 1 for the Phantom Menace, which by and large 3/4 of it is completely unwatchable, but also
John Williams brings it for every single one.
Yeah.
He does, and he did it for episode whatever the last one was, 9. But typically like he'll throw one in there, and some of them are absolute hits, and then the other ones kind of fade off.
I don't.
Yeah.
Imperial March ranks pretty low for me, honestly. As far as like Williams themes,
right?
It's almost like the
it's very
title
simple.
fanfare where
it's
like all right, this
he willfully admits that it's "Hail to the Chief" in a minor key. Which makes sense.
Right.
But yeah, things like Duel of Fates and some of the other ones, like you go into like talking about this, like Leia's theme and that, it's like it's from the generation I did. So when we make something, which doesn't happen in almost all the movies now, that you can just listen to the entire bit and know exactly what's happening on screen.
Oh yeah.
But I think, and this has been talked about with soundtracks, which is going to be, we're going to do an entire episode about soundtracks.
We're getting to it.
that is encouraged to not be done anymore.
Yeah.
And Danny Elfman's gone on and on about that, of the lack of melody that is placed so they can make it much more androgynous to stick it in anything they want, where it's like,
is that why it's going? Because I've felt that.
Yeah, all the music
it's big
from
in video games.
All
too.
the music from The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Are you going to stick it somewhere else? Of course you're not. Or Superman. It's like it's the Academy Award winner that you can use nowhere else, and the studio is like, that's just sitting on the shelf. It's like, it's part of the art, but I can see why you being dicks would think that.
So what are they trying to? Is the idea like they have these composers create sort of amorphous thing that they can now they own the rights to it and they can plug it in elsewhere?
There's not to bring it back to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Please do.
Yeah, but the music for that, like, they just absolutely stripped off, and it's like the theme for Morgan Creek Productions, which was part of Robin Hood when they made that, but then it was like when the Morgan Creek theme comes on, it's the theme from Robin Hood for every movie they released. As opposed to, because I think they could get away with it because nobody went and saw Robin Hood, so it's not like, oh, no, that's
I think people went and saw that movie.
Yeah, but they weren't happy.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that my sister had to learn, played piano, and her...
So you had to learn Bryan Adams?
Yeah.
Oh,
she played Everything I Do It For You on the piano for a recital. So we heard that a lot in our house as she practiced.
Yeah, that's...
Go on, proceed.
But yeah, at some point we'll deep dive into movie soundtracks. This doesn't say there isn't some good work, because I mean we've been in the theater in Infinity War when Cap comes out of the shadows. And, and you get the little low thing, but it's nobody would argue that's like a great melody. That it's just.
I love the Avengers.
It's just like the little
pull that out,
Avengers. You know, it's very sort of clean. And Silver Street has done amazing work in the past, but it always seems like it's all heading in a direction that's a little bit more androgynous than it really should.
I think you're right. There's plenty of outliers. I mean, Tron Ares.
Yeah.
Like, there's a movie I saw for the soundtrack.
It's so ubiquitous with the piece.
I've been listening to a lot of the Tron, both.
But those guys are also the executive
and,
producers on the movie
too. But Legacy is probably the soundtrack I've listened to the most in my life. That's just been, I've listened to that through and through so many times.
It's been on the list a lot. When I pop up the app to play music, it's like, Tron. I'm like, I'll do that again.
Get her up in the kitchen. It's like, she's on the grid again.
I enjoy it. It's good song. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
it's good
very good. One of the best.
Yeah. And I think, again, referencing back to what we've already talked about, the Tron ride has that. Like, that music's playing while you're waiting in line, and it's all neon, and they're like, keep putting the thing up where it's like, you're about to enter the grid. And you're like, are you going to win? And you're like, yes,
please hold still while you're digitized.
I was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll be anxious to, or curious to see in 20 years when the next Tron film comes out, who will be doing the score for that one.
Right. Oh, because then I was like, because I was like, they didn't get Daft Punk again? I'm like, right, Daft Punk isn't a thing.
Right. But also, like, Wendy Carlos, then Daft Punk, then Nine Inch Nails. It's like this crazy legacy with crazy history with each of them. I'd be very interested to see who you would do
the next time. Yeah.
Which has to be 15 years and hopefully is also a commercial failure. I never want Tron to change.
No.
I want it to come out every 15 to 20 years and never be successful and have incredible music.
Somebody loses their producing job over at Disney.
Yeah. I did get a Tron sweatshirt when we were in Disney. Because I'm like, this is pretty cool. My thing I remembered I was going to talk about Ninja Turtles was when that movie came out. So Raphael says "damn" 3 times.
And you yelled it out when you were a kid, and your mom made you sit in the rocking chair. That was me.
Hypothetically.
But that was a big deal. Like, it was all over the news. They're like, this kids movie has. My grandpa was like, have you seen this? And I'm like, well, we've seen it.
Big wide shot of New York as it echoes.
Yeah, and it's like, damn.
Have you seen Goonies? How is this news?
Yeah.
So like that was like the big pushback on Ninja Turtles when it came out. And I was like, and Grandpa's like, do you care? I'm like, do you care? It's like, I've heard, I'm like, it's not something I haven't
I
heard.
swear The Empire Strikes Back. That's a kid's movie.
Yeah. But
Also,
yeah.
Elias Koteas as Casey Jones.
That was going to be my
That's
next
been
note.
like
Yeah.
a look I've been chasing my whole life. Yeah, fashion icon, Casey Jones.
That tracks. That totally tracks.
Yeah, I used to have hair, and when I did, it was down below my shoulders.
He's great in that.
He's
like,
really
Casey
good.
Jones
He's
is really
really
good in
good,
that too. Like, and just watching it again, like at the end when they're like Casey Jones and April kiss, and they're all like woo, and I'm like, what a weird ending. I never really realized that until like just now, because you're always like whatever. Because in the cartoon they weren't. It was never right.
I don't know.
I don't think it was ever a thing.
Honestly, like, so it's like a big Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
guy, but I didn't watch the cartoon show that much, which was strange.
I
I was
watched
like
it, but,
of
like,
the age
not-
for that show.
right,
I was
not
into the comics a
remembering it.
lot, read tons of comics, and loved that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
That's
video
good.
games. I
Which
played
is-
the video games a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I have it on my video game machine, I think. Or I think I have one of them over there.
I
No, I
think
have it
that's-
on the
I think
Nintendo
that's true.
upstairs. Yeah, obsessed. We were somewhere in like, I think it was Universal in Florida, and they had it like on the top of a something,
Somewhere, yeah.
but like it had nothing. I was like, ah! We ran
Right.
over, and I'm like, there's nothing in here with it. And
Right.
it's just on
They're
the
just
side.
celebrating they own the property.
Yeah, I was like, boo.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my pick.
Very good.
So that's the end of the picks. But we did watch other stuff
Okay.
this week. And I thought about connecting it with Johnny Mnemonic because we watched a Keanu Reeves movie, Constantine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Thank you, Thomas, for letting us
Yeah.
watch that in his
awesome new
hip as
theater.
hell theater. It's
Yeah. Thomas built a movie theater in his basement, and it is
14.2
very nice.
round sound or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
And so we picked Constantine to watch, and I was like,
Nice.
it's pretty-
Interesting.
And again, talking about watching something on a big screen. So the first time I ever watched it was a bootleg copy of it in New York City when I lived there.
The FBI will be right over.
And my crappy, hey, it wasn't my bootleg copy. Somebody gave it to me.
You wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah.
That's
That's people's jobs.
they stole the car and then let me borrow it.
Yeah.
But I watched it on my crappy like tube TV in my little crappy apartment.
Different experience this week.
And I've seen it since then, but like on a big screen
Yeah.
with the surround sound, you're like, pretty good.
Yeah.
I still like it.
So comic book guy that I am,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like deep DC comic book guy that I am, weirdly had not seen that movie until like maybe 2 years ago. It was
Oh,
my first
really?
time seeing Constantine.
Yeah.
I went to go see it in theaters, but I was underage still. R-rated movie. I couldn't get into it, and they actually stopped me. And some of my friends were. You have to be 17.
I think so.
And so
yeah.
I was like 16 when it came out.
Yeah.
And some of my friends were 17. They went
It's
and
about
saw,
the work of the Lord.
They went and saw Constantine, and I was with one other friend who was 16, and we like looked up at the ticker and we're like, all right, what's this? What's this $1 million baby thing? It's
Yeah.
PG-13.
Aw.
And went and saw $1 million baby and got completely blindsided by that.
By
movie.
people dying in it.
Loved that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. Very different experience, and then
Yeah.
slept on Constantine for
Yeah.
a very long time. Seen it once. Some people, it's like a definitive Keanu movie for them.
It's
it
in
grows on me the more I see it.
in watching it, particularly beginning and end, again, not on TNT and all
Yeah.
that. It's like it is very much sort of that window slice of when it came out on how people made movies back then.
Yeah,
But
true.
it also what rang true to me is, and they did really hard work to not make it feel like this, but that you see all these characters that are introduced and their storylines are truncated because it's only one movie. So like all of his supporting cast
Like all the
that
characters
enter the
felt like they
film and then
needed
they
more.
die in it at some
Yeah.
point. Like you can tell there is such a opportunity, and I never read the comics, so they're probably succeed throughout all the episodes. But it's like okay, but that one went away, and that one
Yeah,
went
like
away.
that was a cool character. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
that was a cool character.
Papa Midnight is like the only one, the witch doctor, that only like gets sort of a larger context. And I mean, it should not be a 4-hour movie, and it
No.
should not be a series because
No, but-
I'm on a big not series.
Oh, they did a
kick right
series
now.
for it.
Oh, did
right?
they?
Yeah. There was a Constantine show.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't-
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Oh,
But
huh.
yeah, and they did it like a blonde Englishman, which is like the character.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And I know it's as much as anything to be trusted, but the word is that they're coming back with
Another.
Keanu.
Because
Because
Keanu is just,
and Keanu is
his career and the public opinion of him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he really
like we can come back at him now.
Kind of coalesces in Johnny Mnemonic. I think there, you see a little bit of all of Keanu in Johnny Mnemonic.
Fascinating.
It's interesting. It starts off and it's like 90s bad Keanu, like
right, yeah.
His reputation at a time for a while was like he's a bad actor.
Right.
It was
Right.
kind of the
Right.
reputation for a while. Everyone loves him now.
Right, yeah.
But there was a window there where it was like, who in the Matrix? You're putting Ted in the Matrix?
He was
like,
fun to dog on.
Bill and Ted's is also a movie that has shaped me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's bad in Dracula.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
is
terribly miscast.
I love Dracula.
Yeah.
I love that movie. He is, and I love Keanu.
Yeah.
He is the worst part
He's
of Dracula.
terribly
It's like the
miscast
worst
in
he's
that.
ever been.
Yeah.
That's kind of where he's in Johnny Mnemonic. He just kind of starts with that energy.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch because his acting gets better throughout the movie as the data is rotting in his brain. He gets
has more to do.
He has more and more to do. He
Yeah.
gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
He gets more and more manic. His makeup starts getting real sallow,
Yeah.
and he's just going unhinged. And
Yeah.
it's fun to just watch him like.
Yeah.
Change. But he does a little bit of Tai Chi at one point, which became his thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he like builds a gun at one point. There's a little like
Right,
John
yeah.
Wick in there. And, like it was just like, and of course, I don't know if he would have gotten the Matrix if it weren't for Johnny Mnemonic.
Right.
That's
You
a
know?
good point. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You kind of see it all start to happen in
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
pretty cool. Yeah, we missed. Kaya and Fensky had a Matrix marathon this past weekend.
Yeah.
We couldn't go because we had a wedding. But I was like, we almost watched. It went over for a little bit of
Yeah.
Matrix. We couldn't squeeze it in.
I would have stayed for 1/3 of it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, can I come at the beginning? And then...
There's 4 movies. Wait a minute.
Oh, there's the fourth one.
Shit. Oh shit. Well, the fourth movie is just.
And the Animatrix interlude that they
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. The fourth one is so unnecessary. Like, what? I know it's a money grab, but, like, come on.
It's something else. I don't know. They're always up to
I'm
something.
not upset that I watched it, but
No,
at the
but
same time,
you're like, when it's over, you're like, why is this made?
I don't
I'm happy to say I
Yeah.
just like completely didn't get it.
Yeah.
And like I think there is some sort of like metatextual aspect to what
Right.
they're
Sure.
up to,
They were
or it's
trying
just
to
one
do
of
it.
them, right?
It's just one
Just one
of them
sister.
that did.
I was like,
I'm just not getting it. Yeah, I think there was something I wasn't getting. But I'm
and
like,
you know, do I need to get it? Like, do you need to? It's like this. Do we need to? Does every idea need to be like a Trojan horse of like this? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Like this attempt at this blockbuster,
Right.
like cash grab, and the best way we can get your ideas is to like Trojan horse them in these
Yeah,
dressings.
the
like,
sisters, like, they bounce between, like, really unnecessary stuff. Like, they hear, like, there's a story Bill Pope, the DP, told that, like, they, after the first one, they had heard that Kubrick does 160 takes, so, and he's a genius, so we should do 160
I hate
takes.
that shit.
yeah, that's arbitrary.
Yeah.
But then just even the creation, like Bound had a whole lot to it when they made Bound way back in the day, and then The Matrix was, you know, their very, very solid creation, but then it kind of devolved and with each iteration. So, you know, it
Collapsed under its own weight a little.
yeah,
bit.
it bouncing in between, you know, inspired genius and then weird takeaways that are going through their brain that nobody said stop.
Right.
Kind of like George Lucas.
yeah.
I just realized I had a second page of notes. I was like, oh shit.
I owe money to insurance.
It's not important. Did you watch anything else this week?
This week, well, caught me off guard with this one. Yeah, I watched White Chicks. Never seen it.
What'd you think?
My God.
Yeah, how does it hold up?
I didn't know this was part of the
Hold
question.
up.
I'd never seen it before. It is. It's something. I was kind of surprised by how much of like a real movie it is. It's like it's got
Right.
all the pieces.
It's
And
not
they all
just
fit,
bits.
and it has like multiple moving parts that all come together. Like it's a full.
Who directed it? Anybody?
One of the Wayans.
Okay.
Yeah. I know more about White Chicks because fun story. So my nephew, who is now 23, when he was little, his favorite movie was White Chicks.
Of cinema history.
It was on a lot.
It's very funny.
Why?
Yeah, it was. I think it wasn't as offensive as I thought it would
Right,
be,
that's what-
or maybe
Yeah.
was hoping for it to be. It had some moments where I was like, okay, all right.
Oh, boy.
They are so terrifying to look at. The whole,
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, they're creepily. It's creepy.
It's like the first round puppet.
yeah.
Like, okay, good.
Okay.
Do that again.
Yeah. But
Give us another pass, please.
pretty funny. Then just some like I'm not against lowbrow by any means, but there's some stuff where I'm just like, oh boy. Like how do we sitting here? How do we feel about farts?
Yeah, no, that's okay.
It's just like I don't need. They don't do anything for me.
It's just celebrated in Blazing Saddles. Back
that is
even then, it's not.
It's a comedic trope that a lot of people go to, and I'm like, it's not my. I don't know.
It doesn't work. And you know what? I don't like watching fart scenes around other people either. I go like, it's just like,
can you tighten your act up a little bit?
I'm embarrassed to be here.
Right. I'm like, I didn't pick the movie.
There's probably some,
I didn't do this.
Maybe Austin Powers can pull it off. Austin Powers has some poop humor that I'm
even when I was a kid, I never thought.
Yeah, even as a kid, I was like, whatever.
But I kind of came out like this. I kind of came out 50.
That's true.
The whole who does number 2 work for a bit. And that's pretty good.
Yeah, but that's a different
That's
thing.
different. It's different. It's elevated.
Right, yeah. That's an elevated part.
There's another layer to it at least. Yeah.
We're talking about... Yeah, okay. I was like, I guess there are things that do make me laugh. But like when they're just like sitting around and like farting, you're like, what are we doing?
Yeah, there's some gross out stuff in White Chicks where it's just like, I don't even want to watch this.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I do...
That's what I watched this week.
Which is the weird, like, because we were talking about before we started this that Adam and I went to see Send Help this weekend. And, like, that's what I like about... I mean, I like Sam Raimi stuff just because I like the off-the-wallness of it, but I like the gross, funny stuff. But, like why is that different than, like, that gross-out humor?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, not that, but this.
Yeah.
Like, there's a meter.
Yeah, there's a line, there's
meter.
something. Yeah, for sure.
Like, we talk about, like, where it's, like...
The pornography. I don't know
the
what
amount
I can't
hits
define it, but I know when I see it.
Yeah, like 2 hits, that's violent. 3 hits, funny. 5 hits, more funny.
Violent.
6, too far.
You know who understands?
Go 11. Now even more funny.
Right.
Who understands gross or like at least like the children's appeal of gross in a really good way is Spielberg.
Yeah.
He knows how to just put in like something that'll make like the kids like scream in a fun way, and everybody, but much like Temple of Doom or something. And
Temple of Doom was my favorite as a kid, and it's because of
he willfully admits that's what he made it for. That he wanted the kids to be a little bit more into it, so they put all the gross out, like the monkey brains and all that.
I love the Nom Shabai when he's trying to rip ripping hearts out, bugs crawling everywhere, monkey brains. I mean, as a grown-up, worst one. As a kid, best one.
I will accept anyone's ranking of the original trilogy of Indiana Jones in any order. Yeah. I think it's like complete. I could accept anyone's favorite or least favorite. I really can.
I mean, I like them all, and as my least favorite, still watch it. I don't discount it.
Well, that shouldn't be your least favorite. There's 5 of them.
Oh shit! See, they get discounted. Out of the original 3, the Temple of Doom is my least favorite.
That's
my least favorite is Crystal Skull, which I will never watch again.
Dial of Destiny.
Really?
Least favorite.
Interesting. Why?
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I want to see what you say.
Still has flares of Spielbergism in it.
Okay.
It still has flashes of brilliance, including those kind of takes I was talking about earlier. The car chase at the beginning has like on the reflection of the hubcap, like it's like so I saw it in theaters and was like, I'm not seeing that again. But I did rewatch it before I saw Dial of Destiny.
Okay.
There's an amazing shot where Indy's like I think he's like tied up being interrogated by Cate Blanchett or something. It's also just like Cate Blanchett, you know, put her in any outfit in any movie, and I'm like, okay. But he's kind of behind like a burlap screen of sorts and backlit, and he's silhouette. I mean, it's
the shadow work again,
leaning into. Literally doubling down on the most iconic silhouette in cinema history. Right? So he's seated, and you have the dark silhouette of him, but it's also framed within just his head and hat.
Yeah, it's a double
framing, and it's like, oh my god, like he's a master.
Right.
Like those flashes of brilliance make like it's aliens. I don't like aliens, but like.
Until you get to that, it's a good movie.
There are bits of it, and Dial of Destiny just lacked all of that for me. Like
that, I will agree with.
And CGI de-aging is a criminal sin.
With Dial of Destiny, my major problem. We'll take the CGI beginning of it out, which was passable in the theater, and each consecutive watching if you ever see it, it looks more like a PlayStation game. That. Indiana Jones never was Indy in the entire movie. That he never had a solid footing and was leading the adventure in any way ever. and the indiness was never brought that is throughout all 3 of the movies.
Sure.
That it turned into...
You still said 3 and not 4.
Right. Or 7, count the games.
Right.
That it was never there. And it was always Phoebe that had more of the jump, which
felt like they were trying to pass a torch to her
swear
Which they
weren't.
also tried to do in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, no,
swear
just
they weren't
don't.
doing that, but it also... Doesn't matter
That's how
what you are intending. This
That's
is
how
what
it
you're
plays.
doing.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
how
play it
plays.
like that.
She was just Fleabag in the movie.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, you know her from this, so it was almost. She might as well have been like Arnold saying, "I'll be back" in a different movie.
All you get in that movie is nostalgia from him of him fondly remembering Marion, and it is never him leading the charge with anything. You get quirky things where he's hiking the thing. I was like, I've been shot like 8 times, and you try not getting poisoned by Kali.
Right. I think what helps is that I never watched Fleabag, so like
Sure.
Like, I didn't have that pullover, but I also, when you said that, I was like, okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
She's just like cheeky and horny because she's cheeky and horny in Fleabag, and it's like
I could see
like,
that. Yeah,
especially the horniness was just like it served no plot point, and it was just like this is what you expect from her, right?
It can be directed to nobody. Yeah, right. It's like, oh, it's going to center around this, and it's going to be around this the space race, and then it absolutely wasn't. It could have been it could have been him running around at the St. Patrick's Day parade in Chicago again during
Fugitive.
The Fugitive. Like him running past the Apollo astronauts had no bearing whatsoever.
On
it was like some weird set piece that was very clearly CGI for them to accomplish.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. The thing I like about it is I like the story. I actually like the story more than the Crystal Skull.
The MacGuffin of it is way more interesting.
The MacGuffin is very interesting.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
It is very solidly like with the first one.
I'm into that, and I'm into the fact that they go back to ancient Rome because he is an archaeologist.
Yes.
So it's like we are doing exactly what he is.
He's going to die. Like that's the biggest contribution to the movie is that he knows what plate tectonics are.
Yeah.
So no, I think that's why there are people who like favor some bit of Dial of Destiny over Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and the concept of it sells better. Like if you pitched it to me in an elevator, I'd like Dial of Destiny more. Absolutely.
Did I tear up when Marion showed up? Absolutely.
I love Karen Allen. I love Marion. I also like just like the pulp serial trope of like new characters in everyone a little bit.
Oh boy, is she gonna fight you on this one?
We've already discussed this.
She's the best. She's the best.
Thank you.
She's right behind your head there.
No, she's the best. There's no getting away from that. But it was like,
I mean, okay, the serialness of it. Okay, that you made an argument where I'm like, fine. But
no, she's the best one. And then I also like to have that conversation. I'd like to have the conversation of who's the best one, who's the But if you just are so loyal to the first leading lady you cast, like in some of the, or not leading lady, but a love interest.
They hit it out of the park right off the bat, which makes it hard.
Right. To me, she never like. I know maybe my brain is different, but she's never a love interest to me. Like she's just this cool character who is
a partner.
Yeah,
she's the partner.
Yeah.
And, like, they just happen to like each other. Like, I like that she stands individually on her own. Like, her feistiness of, like, I am going down swinging, you're about to bury me in an ancient Egyptian tomb, and she's like, I'll get you for this, you bastards!
Yeah, she's incredible.
So, like, to me, I never feel that's... Because in the 80s, all the love interests were never that. Yeah. Like, so... As a kid growing up watching that, I'm like, who is this person? Like,
I mean, weirdly Lucas, because Princess Leia's great,
Yeah, he had the brains to cast who he cast. And I know there was a shit ton of other actresses that they were looking at. It's like, you get that one, it's like, oh my gosh, there's something there.
Karen Allen and Carrie Fisher both have like these great yelling voices.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, keep yelling. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Princess Leia's in the bedroom. That sounds dirty. Princess Leia's in my bed. I have pictures of her framed on the wall.
Let's go to commercial again.
So do I.
I like images of strong women from film, and I'm sorry.
Who doesn't?
They're all over my
still
house.
not taken out of that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I stand by it.
Dial of Destiny with its plot its whole MacGuffin thing. It's great, and there's like some nice resolution to it, but it's also so all the indie movies are kind of about the let it go aspect of like the treasure that he's after, like whether it's Raiders or it's like don't look at
the Holy Grail where he's like
let it go, Indiana. Yeah. So that's my point. Is Last Crusade hit it home so good with Sean Connery and just like the Let It Go Indiana is so good. And they just redid Let It Go Indiana and Dial of Destiny in a bigger, grander way with like he actually gets to go and see it all.
Yeah.
But we got it so good and so much better already, so much more personal with his father in Last Crusade. Like,
and it was his choice. It was his choice because in the last one,
he's kind of dragged out.
She knocks him out, and he wakes up and back in the future again.
Yeah.
But then he does learn to accept it, and then he can get back with Mary, and he gets over whatever.
Which is nice, but it's also it's what's alluded to at the end of Last Crusade. Right. You know, he's letting go of this stuff a little bit, but.
So he grabs his hat again.
I will mend my Marion thing because, okay, fine. For story points, if she was in all of them, then I would probably be mad about that. Because I'd be like, all right, fine.
Because it wouldn't feed into that.
Because, yes. And I like that she comes back, like, they do get back together at the end. But, like, my problem is his other choices. Like, why aren't we getting better? Like, what's her name in...
Temple of Doom?
Mrs. Spielberg.
Willie?
I'm gonna shake her.
She's great.
I hate her screaming. She just screams all the time.
I know, no. She's just great comedy the whole time. And there was a whole blowback at the time. And you know, I can't remember her name now. But she was like, I had the time of my life doing it. Kate Capshaw. Yes. Kate Capshaw had said like, I got all this blowback, you know, about doing this role. I was like, I had so much fun doing it. It was
married a billionaire.
She's the complete opposite.
That's the thing. It's like, and her character's annoying to me. Like, and like Indiana Jones, such a cool character that like to me like. Those choices like don't track in my head, and like I hate Ilsa. Like, well,
okay, but points for doing 3 completely different like types of female leads in each one, because Ilsa is like a femme fatale, kind of like a fetish sex goddess, a little bit going on too, like completely different than the previous.
At least her character is more interesting than Willie's, because she at least is like
duplicitous
and into the archaeology, like she knows what's going on, where she's like, oh wow, like
what if they did them in chronological order, because Temple of Doom's a prequel, and they did Willie Scott first.
We'll never know. Because I've already tainted.
There's Marion's the greatest for sure, but it is fun that they do somebody different in each one, different flavor, like.
All right. I just love that character. Right. Other movies we've watched.
So I did watch a Karen Allen flick.
Okay.
That was kind of a cyberpunk one. Yeah. I never heard of it. It was just free on YouTube. It's called Terminus, and it's very strange.
Interesting.
I think it's like a German-French production, but everyone speaking English in it. I can't recommend it, but it looks wild, and I watch it because Karen Allen's in it, but she gets taken out. She's like the lead, like in this kind of tank girl role, like driving this big rig. And I was like, okay, I'm so into this, but she does she's really like inanimated throughout the whole thing.
Interesting.
And you would not like her usage in this. Okay. She gets just really, she gets picked up a lot and placed in places, and she's just
she's small.
Yeah. I do like that trope.
And then she dies early on, and there's just a new protagonist that takes. I've never seen anything like it. It was just it's all about her. No, it's not. Now it's about him. So like if you go in for Karen Allen, you'll be very disappointed. But there's some interesting car stunts and some. It's like a cyberpunk Mad Max kind of thing going on. Interesting costumes and production design, but can't recommend it really.
Yeah. That's a movie, you mentioned Tank Girl, and that's one that I also watched a lot.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So out of character.
Not a good movie, but I really want it to be a good movie.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like
I'd watch it a lot and be like, this movie sucks, but I want it to be really good because these characters are really awesome. Like I love Jet. Like she was my favorite. She had dark hair and she flew a jet. His name Jet.
So out there.
There you go.
Her character really wasn't much of anything. I just thought she looked cool.
That was it.
I was like, she looks cooler than Tank Girl, but Tank Girl's really cool. And you're like, do I like her better or do I like her better? Doesn't matter. Because of all this snow, still snowing here. We did another snow day and did The Shining. And
That's a snow day movie, Shining.
Yeah, that and The Thing. I
Wendy
watched
Carlos.
The Thing.
Wendy Carlos did the score for The Shining, right?
Oh.
Yes.
And then she did Tron. She did the first Tron.
She did it with somebody else. Like 2 people did the score. I can't remember who the other person was, but yeah.
Yeah. Now that's in my head.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, we've seen it a million times, but it's been a while since I've sat down and watched it beginning to end. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how, like, I feel like there was more lead up to, like, the crazy, or, like, more time before the crazy, but, like, it kind of goes very quickly. Like, they're only in the hotel for, like, a month or something. And then it's like, here's the week where all the like, it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
The built stage.
Yeah.
Adam, do you have a feeling on the difference between drone photography and helicopter photography?
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
Because Shining opens with some great helicopter photography.
Yeah, I mean, not from an aesthetic going, I don't like this or I don't like that, but yeah, and I did the same way with Steadicam or gimbal work. Drone versus helicopter definitely has a huge. Helicopter feels like a weight of a movie, or it's like drone. People have a tendency too much to misbehave. We can do this, and it's like, yeah, you could, but you didn't think if you should.
Helicopter feels like once it feels like you can't stop it. Like it's got momentum to it, right? So like you feel that weight of it.
Again,
like,
it's like it's a certain amount of film versus digital discussion that you have to have a discipline that you're doing it with intent rather than just like send the drone guy up and have him do some stuff.
I miss helicopter shots.
Yeah.
I really miss helicopter shots in movies.
Yeah, drones have a consumer toyness.
Yeah.
They can have that if somebody's doesn't have a solid.
But you've made
handle
a good point too, and this also applies to the drone versus helicopter, is that like the ability to put cameras in places that they shouldn't be. He's like, it takes you out of the realism of it, is like, we're gonna do this weird crazy shot, and but like humans can't see that. So like,
why?
Takes you...
It's a constant. This Favreau had that advice to.
When they were doing the volume.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard, when she was doing that, and he's like, word of advice when you get lost in the sauce, when you're making a CGI thing and volumes and all that.
Because you can do anything at that point.
Put the camera only in places you physically could, where it's going to be, the grips built it on the side of a starfighter. I mean, they didn't, but it had that should be the look, and the same should, I think, I have the feeling that the same should go for when you're doing aerials and that sort of thing, that don't make the FPV drone shot going down the center of the Chrysler building. That really better have a clear application to the movie. Just like all the film students coming out going, we should do a oneer. The same thing goes for we can do X, Y, and Z with the drones. Like time out, only do half of X. Right. Do what you need for your storyboard the shot. Don't adjust the shot to your tool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And other old man things to say.
No, because you feel it. I don't know. It's there's something to it that you feel.
All of the tools. We were talking about this in class that Straight Outta Compton has this party. Straight Outta Compton, because Matty Libatique, who shot it, he gets all the best tools. It's like we came out with these Ronins. You get to use them for the first movie, and so everything's a Ronin shot. And whether it's a walk and talk or anything, it's never a Steadicam shot or on a dolly. It's always this, we can do the gimbal, and we can do this by taking it and handing it off to a crane, and it goes to a helicopter or whatever. And it's extremely distracting for me. I don't know if it's distracting for normal people.
Libatique worked with Favreau on Iron Man.
Right.
You have...
Yeah, and which does not have that feel. That feels like just sort of normal dollies and crane filmmaking when it comes to that, but I think it has a tendency for stronger filmmakers can kind of rein that in.
Yeah, which they have the helicopter shot, the whole opening to The Shining.
And The Shining, right off the nose.
Copied a gazillion times in other movies. You're just doing.
Other movies just took the footage. They bought the footage because it's great looking stuff, and I mean, call me a hypocrite in some ways of being able to adjust their shots based on a tool. That was the first time the Steadicam had ever been used. Because Garrett had invented it and he sent it to Kubrick, and Kubrick was in prep for it, and it's like changed a whole bunch of ways on how he's going to do it. And now you have this floating menace cam that you can't imagine The Shining not having that.
Right.
So yeah, completely opposite of what I just said.
Yeah.
But it also, I think Kubrick had the brains / maniacalness to understand that this is a game changer. This is how we can actually accomplish this film and make it. It was already touted as being a nightmare of working on, particularly for the actors. I can't imagine if they tried to accomplish that movie with cranes and dollies, they'd still be there shooting it right now.
Yeah, which Garrett Brown's the one who taught you how to do Steadicam.
He did. Tell all the stories that you hear. That the first time ever doing Steadicam, which turned into first time doing Steadicam on drywall stilts. For when they're in the maze and he has to go into Danny's footsteps and then back up and not see.
That's how they did that.
Not see Garrett's size 13 shoes and still see little boy. That's Garrett stepping into the actor's footprints.
That's oddly been the thing I always watch for. Not the technical of it, but every time I watch, I'm like, how? Like, how did they film this?
Because you can't do really back then. You couldn't do that any other way. On the built set. Which the Overlook Hotel, the exteriors is a built set, except when they pull up at the beginning of the movie, and that's in Colorado. But the exterior and the hedge maze were all built sets.
Jeez. Well, that makes more sense for them running around in the snow.
Yeah, amazing time for everybody except Shelley Winters.
Sorry,
Shelley Duvall. Shelley Winters. That would be a very different movie. I'd kind of pay to see that.
Poseidon Adventure is great.
Poseidon Adventure is great. Let's see Shelley Duvall in Poseidon Adventure.
Yeah, just swap them.
Yeah. We'll get a Shelley Duvall later. We'll talk about Popeye in another episode.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that.
I've never seen it.
I saw it as a kid, and I don't remember. But, like, he's...
Come back to it. We'll talk about it.
The other... So, like, watching The Shining just made me want to watch Ready Player One.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Because I just wanted to watch The Shining.
The Shining bit that's in the middle
go
of
into
it.
the video game of The Shining.
Because you watch it, because we just watched it, and of course it's in glorious, 35 millimeter film, and then Ready Player One did such an amazing frickin' job of recreating that to every stitch that's in that hotel.
I don't remember
so
a lot
good.
of that movie.
Yeah.
It's an okay movie, but seeing the CGI characters run around a real set, which is not, was just stunning.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like Ready Player One more the second time I watched it.
I think I like Ready Player One more than The Shining.
How dare you, sir? I did not say that.
Direct your comments to
the second time I watched it. I liked it more, but I still don't know. It's just
I think the lead guy is not charismatic.
So I read the book, and like. The whole reason the book was a big deal is because it's like, it references all these.
Yeah, which is like, I'm already counting out.
That's not a plot.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It's not the plot, and everybody's like, the DeLorean's in it. And I'm like.
It's another movie that's relying on nostalgia to be successful.
The Alan Silvestri Back to the Future cue was in the trailer.
Right.
And I did go like, huh?
Great.
It's just Pavlovian. Like,
right, because you're like, I heard the thing.
They did that in A Million Ways to Die in the West. It's worth a guffaw. Now move on.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I've always struggled with that IP where they're like the book was such a big thing and everybody's like you should read it and I read it and I was like, and
what's the plot?
It's fine.
You buzzkill.
And then the movie I was like, well, now I feel like I've got to watch the movie. But I did like the Shining bit because like because the avatars don't look like they're humans and they're like the one's like, I've never seen this movie. What's it like? And the other one's like, I gotta watch it through my fingers. And I just like,
hello, naked lady getting out of the tub.
Yeah, like you seem nice. That's my favorite part of that movie.
But yeah.
Everything else is just kind of like it just.
Yeah,
feels...
I feel like you're sitting in a theater and all the kids are watching, and you're an old person going, "Oh my god!" And but
they've got all their other things.
Right.
Like I saw a Battletoad.
Oh, it's got everything. Like when if you look at the details, like everything is in it. But it also has that trope that like the lead character, the gal, they're like. Oh, she's got like a birthmark on her face, so now she's like,
and she's
not
freaking
pretty,
stunning,
and she's gorgeous. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's like when they put glasses on the pretty girl.
Takes the glasses off. Oh, she's hot.
Ooh, that's a great one. What's your favorite put the glasses on the pretty girl movie? They should do that category. It's Miss Congeniality. Come on, that's the best.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's a really good
Sandra,
one.
Our queen.
I do always go, and I don't even remember what it's called.
She's All That.
She's All That does pop in my head.
That's the most egregious one.
Right.
Yeah.
It was one with Clarissa Explains It All.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Yes. Like, and somebody just had, like, I just saw a clip of it go by because somebody posted. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like, she's the best friend that's not attractive, but like she's trying
She has a ponytail.
Right. And you're like, she's beautiful. What are we doing? Like, but she's kind of nerdy. So like nobody can see that she's pretty. Like,
get out of here. Producers.
Super 90s trope where you're like,
it's a great one. I love it.
It's a great one. My favorite. When we were when I was in my youth and I went to the bar and I was wearing my glasses and this guy's like, I like your glasses, they make you look really smart. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is not like that. I'm not just smart. Like,
keep walking haircut.
Yeah, that. I'm like, you're really bad at this. Yeah. I'm like, are glasses that bad? Like, do you even... Which is insulting to everybody who wears glasses. Like, when you put glasses on, you're ugly.
You can get better glasses. Okay.
You can get better glasses. All right. Oh, so our ending of the show.
Okay.
So, trivia. We have categories.
Okay.
We have... Adam, can you...
Certainly. We have action, adventure, comedy, drama, 90s.
80s.
Horror, musical, rom-com, sci-fi, and 80s.
Okay.
What would you like to partake in today?
Well, I won't do horror or musical.
Yeah.
Those are my weak spots. I talked so much about Police Story. I was going to say we should do action.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Let's do action. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. I'll pull it right from the top.
Almost. Wait, what else do we do?
Yeah.
Fight Club's not an action,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah. My friends and I did have Fight Club in the hall.
In college, not like Thursday.
When I was like 19.
Yeah. Not that it made it any better, but whatever. In which year was Kill Bill Volume 2 released?
The year it was released?
Yeah.
2003.
Oh, I was going to say 4.
I feel like it's 11. Oh, 4. Very
Good job.
nice.
Good job.
How many
was a stab in
minutes
the dark.
is the window that Gosling's character is given to drive his clients in Drive?
Oh.
Funny because I consider this for a movie that changed my, again, well, not life philosophy,
Yeah,
but it was such a moment for me when I
Right.
saw Drive. I was like, and I watched it so many times in only the year it came out, and I haven't seen it since. But I watched it
a
so
couple
much
times
that
too,
year.
and it is forgotten to me.
Yeah.
So how many?
How many minutes is the window that he is given to drive the clients?
11.
I was going to say 8.
5.
Oh. My shirt's kind of like a Drive jacket.
Yeah.
You
I got
got
a little bit of that.
At which event does the Diamond Heist take place in Ocean's 8? Which I wouldn't say that's an action movie.
No, it's at the
I wouldn't say any of these are.
Yeah. Kill Bill.
Yeah. Ocean's 8. I almost brought up when we brought up Kate Blanchett in outfits because that's the only thing I liked about that movie. No idea.
The event of the Dinette Heist. Yeah, it's the Met Gala.
The Met Gala, okay.
That's because every time it's on, you click on it.
This has a double-edged sword just because of the memes that were going on. What is the name of the character Russell Crowe played in Gladiator? And it's not Jeff.
And Donna, wait.
I have no idea.
It's, oh God, what's it?
They chant the last name.
I know, and I want to say
I have
it's
no
wrong.
idea.
It's in, oh God, what?
I've seen it
Maximus.
once.
Maximus is his last name. That's all they give because
Yeah.
I know he has like my name is.
That's why I was
Maximus.
like, is it Andromeda?
Yeah, something like that.
Max?
Well, you're doing good.
Yeah.
You got 2, right? Yeah.
Who played the role of Thunderlips in Rocky 3?
It's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
That was
That's
easy.
his name?
Yeah, Thunderlips, yeah.
Hashtag Thunderlips.
Well done.
All right, I got one, and I got my Rocky.
That was pretty good.
I would have known. I knew Hulk Hogan was in them, but I do not watch the Rocky. I think I've only seen Rocky 1.
Mike went screaming at the car.
I know.
So is
right
Teresa.
now.
My apologies.
Oh, she's a big Rocky fan. We talk Rocky all the time.
I already insulted Mike went once about E.T. and he texted me when he watched it. And he's like,
He had to get back
on E.T. about it. And I was like,
dogging on
I'll watch
E.T..
it. I'll watch it again.
I love E.T.
We came back at it. We watched it again.
I did. It's not. So, like, I just never had an affinity for it. And, like, my mom reminded me on my birthday this weekend that her and my grandma took all of the kids to see E.T. And I was, like, 2 years old when it was out. And my sister, who's 3 years older than me, so she would have been 5, freaked out and hated it.
Traumatized a lot of kids.
Yeah, she was like, she's just like, I hate this movie. Like, I'm bored. So I feel like we just never watched, like, it just went in
away.
the house. Like, it just never was on. So.
Yeah, we just watched it last year.
I just watched it last year at the drive-in.
Yeah.
That's where I saw it when it was released.
Really?
It was at the drive-in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's where I saw The Empire Strikes Back too.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I liked it more as a grown-up.
It's like kind of the best movie ever at capturing the kids' perspective.
Yes.
Like what the kids, like quite literally, because you don't even see the
And it
adults'
works well
faces for
being
so
grown
long.
up, and now you can watch kids
Yeah.
at that level.
Right.
So it's weird. It's almost like too good of a kids movie because
Yeah.
kids like don't latch onto it quite the way I think. They're
Right.
very traumatized when
Yeah.
E.T.'s sick and all that.
Correct.
Yeah.
But like even what they
yeah.
care about, like what
Right.
Elliot's crying about, what's
Yeah.
important to them. It's like it's
Right.
really good at that.
We
Yeah.
talked about this on here, but Spielberg wrote it that he was very depressed about their parents splitting up, and like he was really spiraling. So like E.T. actually, the whole E.T. adventure saved him from going down and becoming depressed or a really dark person or whatever it might be.
Yeah. I think it's a great film. But.
Yeah. No, as a grown-up and watching it, I was like, okay. But
Lord,
like as
Lord
a
and
kid,
Savior
I
John
was like,
Williams again.
Yeah.
which you watch and then you're like, oh, like everything's ripped this off. Like all the shots, all the stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, Stranger Things, so much of Stranger Things took from E.T. Like just the style and the like some of the shot
Yeah, it
selections.
was another one.
Amblin energy and
It's another one that we
Yeah.
saw, like just the editing style, like nothing else. Like E.T. was upset, and like the quick cuts of like turn, like the super 80s of like doing, use them all. Which turn should we use?
Right.
Use them all in quick succession.
Right.
That was absolute editing trope back
Yeah.
then.
But,
top. Yeah.
Oh, but you mentioning the kids' perspective, I think because they have that new, it's not even new anymore, Skeleton Crew on.
Yeah. They
Like, 'cause
stole
I'm
from
like,
that.
I think
Yeah,
you
it's
just
got a lot
hit
of
like
that.
that's why it's got that feel to it.
Yeah.
That it's just them.
That was on
Yeah.
their mood board.
One of my favorite sets of all time, probably a top fiver, right there with the Ninja Turtles Foot Clan lair, is the kitchen in E.T.
It's a good
It's
set.
so
It's
it's
a good
so
set.
good. The open when they're playing D&D with
Yeah.
the pizza night and everything.
And everyone's smoking somehow.
15-year-old. I'm like,
It's so good.
Yeah.
And like you just can kind of feel that somewhere
Yeah.
on that set there's
Right.
like Cheerios ground into the carpet.
right.
Like,
It's got that smell.
Yeah, it's good. And when we did the kitchen in Buddy,
Yeah.
I was like, Teresa, I love kitchens, and like one of my favorite. She was like, knock yourself out, go wild
Yeah.
in this kitchen. And I
It
had to have a lot of fun
doesn't
on
play
that
the
set.
same just because of how it's lit in Buddy,
Yeah.
as it
Oh,
would.
yeah.
And Spielberg tried it in Close Encounters, and I don't think it was successful. And like that family milieu at
Yeah,
the beginning
right.
of it. And plus, I know he was going for more like not connecting with them, so then it explain why Richard Dreyfuss abandons his family and goes fucking off with aliens. But I think it works.
The right ending to that film.
Totally, because Terry Garr is not pleasant in that movie. God bless Terry. Yeah, E.T. absolutely works very well with it. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Uh,
Top. All right, very quickly. You said top 5, and you only mentioned a couple.
Well, it's a
okay.
okay.
was like, yeah.
Carbon freezing chamber and Empire Strikes
Okay.
Back is like the perfect marriage of production design and cinematography. Like they're both just like
and
Yeah.
music cue.
music cue, special effects with all the
Yeah.
haze. It's just like that set is like unbelievable.
Yeah, it's built to be a spider's web.
It's ensnared.
Yeah,
It's so good. I'm just gonna call it a top 3 right now.
Okay,
I'll call it those 3. Yeah, the Foot Clan lair, carbon freezing chamber, and what's the family name of E.T.? I don't know. Elliot's Kitchen.
Yeah, there you go. Do they? I mean, no.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Boy, that's a stump.
That might be just part of the kid's perspective of it.
Yeah,
like,
it might not.
It's just,
Yeah, it might
she's
not
just
have.
mom.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have a name.
Well,
like,
Peter Coyote's name is Keys in the script, which is never said. It's just Keys and enters left the frame.
That's so good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to wrap it up because we've been talking for a while. Everyone, you get an extra long episode because we didn't have one this last weekend. So
And because I can run my mouth.
you're welcome.
Added value.
It's added value. Thank you for coming. Thank you
My
for being
pleasure.
here.
Thank you for having
This
me.
was very fun. Thanks again to Adam. And thank you to me.
Bow down.
That's our show.
Boom.